All right, here we go. Winners finals between Canada and Finland. Welcome in, everyone. These two teams have been on a collision course towards each other the entire tournament. Both have only lost once, and then we have a best of 7 between all of these legendary players. We're going to start out here with Valessa playing as the Vietnamese from Team Finland, and he's way over here alone in the corner. As soon as the TCs come up from Team Canada, Valessa will know the locations of them because of that Vietnamese bonus. As we see Max still over here with a villager. I wonder if he's going to keep that nearby and maybe make a mill over here. We will see. To the right of Valessa, we're going to have Valis playing as the Gujaras, and he's going to be garrisoning all of his sheep inside of the mills. And there's a lot of sheep on this map, or goats rather, on this map. His teammates can send to him so he can get that good food income. We saw Leary with 25 goats garrison the other day in the Austria set. Hera will be playing as the Mongols, and he's going to be right beside Valis. And he's immediately going to the hunt, and he's going to try and take this elephant away from Valis. Let's see if he knows where the TC is from him. He does not. But he can see a berry bush here. I wonder if that's like within his vision. It'd be like, where did that come from? It's got to be the Gujaras TC. I don't know. It might just be within ours on Capture Age. To the north of them, we see Slam with the Mayans. And Slam is going to be kind of far away from the other Finnish players. Nearby to Chris, though. As Chris is playing as the Chinese. And Chris has a slight villager advantage here over all the other players, because he got 3 villagers immediately when the TC went up. Slam got an additional villager too. The problem for Slam is that he's very far away from the woodlines at the sides. So if he wants to go for a lumber camp there, it's going to be an issue for him. Right now he can just chop the trees in the center, and each one of these has 200. As he now sends villagers across for another mill. Max playing as the Hindustanis to the right of both Slam and Chris. And he's bringing in an elephant right away. His TC setup is not that great. He does have a gold here, but the fish is going to be pretty hard for him to take. That's why he's bringing an elephant immediately. To the right of him now is Mentalist, all alone here in the corner with a decent TC setup as the Huns, and he'll be going for another mill. And then finally rounding this out with Rubenstock playing as the Koreans, all by his lonesome on this side. So we've got 2 players contesting each other over here, and then Max kind of close to Chris and Slam over here. But other than that, lots of players just separated from the battlefield. So we'll see who's going to steamroll. Did Max lose a vill? I don't think he did. No, he didn't. I wonder if Max is still over here with this villager. Where is she? Where is she? Where's Max's vill? It was over here. Oh, she's taking the hunt. He's doing what Slam did the other game. She's taking the hunt, and a lot of you might not know this, but if you take the hunt or take any resource and garrison into your opponent's TC, the villager will drop off those resources. So Max will keep this villager around here because he doesn't want to walk all the way back over to this side, as he now tries to bring in another elephant towards his town center. So that's what Slam did in that set against China on this map, on African Clearing. He was taking the hunt under Hera's TC, even though he was way far in the other corner, and then he went double range to protect Hera. It's an amazing play. Hera now stretching out to the wood line. I wonder where Valis will go for wood eventually, because Hera's kind of going to be in his way. Valis. That Rogers holds up today. Everyone nearly pray that my internet holds up today, and that's the only small F of the day. Please. We need Nilly praise in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Dave, you can't drop right now. I know. Valis on the way up to the Feudal Age. Hera on the way up to the Feudal Age. Hera still doesn't know about this, guys. Hera still does not know that Valis is here. They actually haven't found any of the players from Team Finland. Maybe they've seen Max. Like, maybe they've lost some goats over here. But they don't know where Valessa is. They don't fully know that Valis is here. Maybe they've lost a goat over here by Rubenstock, but there's no confirmation from them. And meanwhile, Finland knows where all of the TCs are because they have Vietnamese. How many goats / sheep for Valis? Right now he's got 10, and he's bringing some more over, and I think he's going to go for another mill, but I don't know if he's going to have the wood resources for it along with another production building. Both Valessa and Hera have so many idle sheeps. Well, they're keeping them around, right? Keeping them around. Their allies are kind of scouting. They're going to see this house from Valessa, so that will indicate that he's somewhere over there. And they can kind of do process of elimination now. This is the tricky one in the center. You would assume there's a guy over here. You would assume there's a guy over here. The tricky one is going to be Valis for sure in this middle area. And Hera is going to open stable. Valis will be opening archery range. Hera's units can come over to this side and harass the mill. That will be open from Valis. Valis's archers, though, once he gets a mass up, should be a little bit better than the scouts. On this side, Rubenstock is full walling. And it appears like he's going to just try and go FC, maybe? Still a minute away from Feudal Age? No, I guess not. See how much food he has there. Maybe he'll have enough. Maybe he'll have enough. Mentalist also walling on this side wisely. He's in a boom position himself. And he's going into some scouts. On this side, we've got Slam going double archer range. And he's building them pretty far forward because he knows that somebody is likely over here. They saw the house from Valessa. Valessa now full walling. And he's going to have a great setup of his own. Also has a mining camp on the stone. So maybe thinking Rattan archers. On Hera's stream, the berry bush is visible. Okay, so Hera saw the berry bush. And there's no berry bushes on this map. So that's like instant confirmation that the Gujaras are there. Let's take a look at the scouting from Team Canada once more. Small F. Rogers, please, Nilly pray. Nilly pray. Rogers, please don't go down. We're back. Sorry, guys. If the stream goes down, just refresh, and it should be back right away. This is my internet provider throttling me. Hera's looking around. Not going to find these villagers right away. He's actually coming over towards Valessa's side. And Max is now going to lose this forward villager as Chris is right on top of her. And Chris is open scout. So we have scout opening from 3 of the players. 3 of the players from Team Canada. Only Slam is going into archers. Max over here going into scouts of his own. He's going to find the villagers from Chris on this side. As we see Hera now chasing the archer way and going into a few skirmishers. Usually skirmishers are bad in team games. But I think Hera just wants to defend against the initial push here from Valis. Rubenstock now on the way to the Castle Age as Team Canada is going to find Valessa's walls over on this side. And Slam will be backing this up with some archers. Valessa might be forced to go for a tower of his own. He doesn't have any military production and it looks like he's going to try and go FC. So 2 of the players from Finland going FC. As Mentalist is now trying to work away at the walls from Rubenstock. And big engagement here for Canada. The scouts from both Hera and Mentalist on the lumber economy from Valis. We mentioned this before that Valis might have issues with the lumber, right? With the wood eco. He might have issues because Hera is in the way between him and a wood line. And now he's being punished. And Hera is taking care of all of the archers. Valis is in a terrible position right now. He's going to have to hope that his teammates carry him. Archers trying to push through now from Slam. With scouts coming behind. The scouts are still in on the wood line here from Valis. And he's going to lose more vills. Valis is down to 21 villagers. He's going to lose 2 more. Mentalist is absolutely destroying his economy over here. And Valis has lost his military. He's only got 3 archers right now. He's down to 20 villagers. And there's still a hole? No, there's no hole there. There's no hole somehow. No hole. Mentalist with a singular scout over here. Chris. What's his villager count looking like? 30 vills. As Chris manages to quick wall this. Hindustani scouts, though. We'll get through that. And Chris has some spears now to defend his villagers. He's pretty open over on this side. No player from Canada is on the way up to Castle Age yet. No player from Canada is up. we've got a player already in Castle Age as Valis loses more villagers. Valis is down to 17 vills. Valis is basically out of the game right now. Hera is going to be killing everything. Canada has the military advantage. Canada has a huge eco advantage, but the Finnish players are in Castle Age now, and Rubenstock will be going for a castle. Scouts looping around looking for damage. In the back here, Chris still trying to deal with that. Chris trying to deal with random spearmen underneath his TC. The pressure over here didn't accomplish anything, but it did force Vless into a tower, which means his castle is delayed. And Slam is now trying to quick wall in his villagers. Chris quick walls in another one. They're going to need to deal with these scouts at some point. And now Mentalist is the first one on the way to Castle Age. The Castle Age timings from Finland are going to be the dangerous part, right? And war wagons now from the Koreans coming to deal with these scouts as Mentalist tries to break his way in. Once the war wagons are massed, it's going to be pretty tough to take them out, in addition to the Rattan archers as well, as Slam is looking for another way in towards Vales's economy. Valis is still at 19 vills. Like, Valis is in a really rough position, and Hera is on the way up, and Slam is on the way up too. KD, take a look at the eco KD right now. 0 and 15 for Valis. Slam has killed 5. Mentalist has killed 5. Hera has killed 6. Chris has lost 3 villagers. We can see the total KD right now looking really, really good for Team Canada, but that might switch. With the war wagons being on the field, the Rattans coming out now. Scouts still roaming around from Max, and Max has done a fairly good job here. Chris has just been trying to defend with Spearmen, and Chris needs to get up at some point. He's about to click. Scouts still roaming here from Mentalist as the war wagons now look for these. But Mentalist is going to find this TC. Rubenstock needs to be careful, and Rubenstock is now being delayed on this TC. I don't think the scouts can kill any villagers, though. They need to back up as the war wagons are there. And Mentalist still trying to break through on this side. He's going for another TC, too. More Spearmen and more scouts are back here from Max. It's good pressure on both Slam and Chris from Max over here. As Slam now trying to counter the Rattan archers here with his archers. Feudal archers against Rattan archers, usually not the best matchup, but Slam has a huge numerical advantage. So he's going to hold Valesa here for the time being. But here come the war wagons, and Hera is going to need to deal with this somehow. He's gone for massive house walls. Hera will not be housed for a while. My man has 17 houses already. But this is like an MBL base going on here from Hera. Whose home map is this? This was the neutral map. This was the one left over. Slam now trying to deal with these scouts from Max. Max is on the way to Castle Age. Chris is on the way to Castle Age. Hera forced to go into skirmishers to try and deal with the war wagons and the Rattans. And he's getting elite skirm right now. And he's got 7 skirmishers, so maybe enough to push this back for the time being. Why would Valis play archers with Gujaras? I think it was more due to his positioning, being in the middle of the map. Valis is now on stone. Hera is over here with scouts, as Valis lures in the elephant with archers, and Hera is not paying attention to this. He had his scouts on stand ground. On this side, Mentalist is still trying to push in, and Mentalist is trying to delay these wagons as long as possible until Hera can get here with the skirms. Those skirms are going to die against those wagons. Hera needs to be careful. Good micro there from him, though. And he kills one of them. Great job so far. Staying alive. I don't know for how long, though, because Valesa is now on 3 TCs. He's still on stone. Might be thinking about a castle forward on Hera at some point. Hera just needs to survive. Valis, only at 27 villagers still. He's a long way away from clicking up the Castle Age, and Mentalist is now raiding him once again. Over on this side, Slam and Chris now shifting their focus towards Max, as Max tries to run away. Slam is here with some crossbows. Chris is here with some scouts. Slam expanding his economy again, and Valis is just dying so hard here. But the villager count is close. Even with him being completely nuked and taken out of the game, the villager count is close. because of the booms from Team Finland. I mean, Rubenstock is working on his 3rd TC, right? Valesa is working on his 4th town center on the stone. And now Valis is on the run. He's going to have to completely relocate. It's going to be a long time before he's a factor in this game once again. He's basically bought his team some time that it took Canada to completely wipe him. But you look at his score, like, he's just completely out of it. Crossbows, knights, still roaming around, looking for damage on Max, and Max is struggling. He's trying to pay attention to all of this, but you can see Eco is kind of falling behind, right? Slam is over here clearing up the spearmen that can come over to this TC. I think they see this. They do. But they can't really pressure that yet with the amount of vills underneath there. Chris going for his 2nd TC now. As we see Valis' villagers being tracked, and Rubenstock has to come over and save them. Valis was heading over towards Max, and Max was like, don't come here. Don't come here. And now he's running towards Rubenstock. He's still, this is like his eco here. This is so bad from him. Rattan Archer's on the way. Slam, decent amount of crossbows, did not have ballistics yet. Neither does Valesa. Slam still with the lead in terms of numbers over here. Rattans are the better unit, but the crossbows should be enough to clear this. And we know Slam's Archer Micro is really, really good. So Valesa's going to need to back up there and go for a university of his own. Slam working away on his 4th TC. Slam has played pretty well this game so far. But Rubenstock is here, and Rubenstock is a player we haven't talked about for a while. Top scorer on the Finnish team. 19 War Wagons. Chris will struggle against War Wagon Camel combination. Also, Hera, we haven't mentioned him in a while, right? He's still at 7 elite skirms. He's going for his 4th town center. He's killing villagers over here from Valis again. And Valis is just trying to do whatever he can in this game to buy his team some time. Chris is not massing military. Struggling with resources here. Struggling with his food eco, for sure. As the wagons now back up from that town center. Mentalist is over here with knights, distracting Rubenstock a bit, and Rubenstock notices right away. But Rubenstock is over here now on Hera, and Hera will need to bring these skirms back to try and deal with this. Hera's eco behind this, 31 on food already. So he's got his farm set up. Chris will be going for 2 additional TCs as he still tries to raid Max, and he's getting some good value on Max. Max not noticing this. Max might lose a lot of villagers. He garrisons in time as Chris now gets that +2 armor. But Chris's TC, I mean, look at this. Oh boy, Rubenstock getting all sorts of damage. Lightcav is in on Rubenstock's base. Valis just trying to farm in peace. And Hera is pushing these wagons away again as Slam clears up the Rattan Archer numbers. Limited Rattan Archers here for Valesa, but he has 99 villagers. Valesa's eco is insane. You're just wondering, can Vietnamese carry from that position? Is Vietnamese the civ that you want all alone booming up? Probably not. Good raids here from Max and Mentalist, losing a few villagers, trying to stretch out for that TC. He's now raiding underneath the TC, and him and Hera are working together to push those wagons back. Valesa has enough stone for a castle. Could be a forward castle attempt here on Hera, potentially, but I think he might be... No, he's not sending villagers forward. Slam. Nice shot there from the Mangonel. Valesa not noticing. Slam still no ballistics, by the way. Valesa does have ballistics. Like I said, Rattans are the better unit. They have so much armor. Slam had more crossbows to begin with, but he's going to have to back up. He's going to have to back up. Meanwhile, over here, huge fight. Chris will need to be retreating with his camels, and Chris has been struggling. The wagons here. What is the solution to the wagons? 28 kills on those bad boys already. That is the wheelbarrow TC for Valis, and it seems as if that TC is going to die soon. Rattan's still pushing in. Valesa looking for a forward castle. Valis still farming. And Mentalist still trying to look for damage here on Max. Hera is actually the first one on the way to Imperial Age. Hera is insane. The way he can boom with being surrounded by people is crazy. He's got 47 farms. Mentalist getting some big damage over here too. Rubenstock is completely distracted. Doesn't realize that he's losing villagers. He still has 99 though, so it's a good villager count from him. As Mentalist will be able to take out one wagon, but lose all the knights on that side. Chris finding a TC for Max. This game is crazy. There's action everywhere. Max will be deleting that foundation, but he's losing more villas. And Chris is at 61 villagers. Max is at 65. So Max and Chris are kind of in the same position in this match. And now Chris is being hit again on this side. As Valessa goes for a beautiful castle up on this hill. I mean, that's just amazing, isn't it? Slam is on the way up to Imperial Age, though. And Slam is making the eagle switch. This is hype, dude. This is exactly the type of game we expected from Finland and Canada. Everyone is trying to do their part, except, I mean, Valis is kind of, he can't really do much. He's trying to go into archers again. He's got 31 vills, and there's a forward castle from Max, but the castle is up from Mentalist in defense. Can Mentalist deny this castle? I don't think he can. I think the wagons bought Max enough time. It's going to be castle v castle action here. As Max goes for another TC, but he's still being raided by Chris. Valis is on the way up to Castle Age. Valessa is on the way up to Imperial Age, and Valessa is still raiding, and he's trying to steamroll. He's trying to do what he can from this boom position. Idling the TC here from Slam. Idling the TC here from Chris. Eco count is really far ahead for Canada, but the military count is ahead here for Finland, and now Hera is running into some problems with these wagons, but Hera's 121 vills. He's also got rams. Where? Oh, he's going to go capped ram push on the Vietnamese player? Capped ram push with Mangadai behind? Into a person only going Rattan Archer? Could be decent. We'll see. We shall see. Villagers going down here from Valessa. On this side, Max still trying to raid Chris. Wagons coming in against this castle from Hera. Didn't kill too many villagers, though. And Mentalist still trying to deal with all of this stuff. He's got a ram there working away at the castle. That should be good. TC is being fried here by war wagons. He's going for another TC over on this side. As Rubenstock is on the way up to Imp now. And Hera is going to start the push soon. Siege Ram on the way from Hera. Will he have enough units behind this? This is the question, right? Will the Siege Rams alone be able to kill Valessa? He's going to need help from somebody. The Rattans are still running rampant here in Slam's Eco, and Valessa is already going for Onager. Uh-oh. Hera might not have the timing. Hera might not have the timing. He's going for drill. Valessa's going for Onager. This is going to be a wild push here, guys. He's got 3 more rams in the queue. This is going to be an absolute wild push. If Hera can clear up these siege workshops before the Onagers come out, maybe there's potential. And he's got Mangadai to snipe the Onagers as well. The Rattans are doing nothing against these. Drill is in, and the rams turn into Ferraris. And they're going to be pushing. Wagons still pushing Hera on this side. The ram pushes on. The siege workshops will go down. All the buildings will go down here for Valessa. Will Onager be in time? He's housed! He's housed! He can't make any Onagers because he's housed and he's going to lose more. Canadian Grand Prix indeed. The rams are coming in. Rattans are clearing up all the Mangadai behind. Hera's even sending a ram against the Onager over here. And that Onager goes down. This castle's going to go down. What a wild push from Hera. Meanwhile, on the other side, Hera's still losing villagers. And Slam is going to Eagles. I think Canada's taking this, guys. Valessa can't do anything. The Rams, the Omega Brain play from Hera. What does the Vietnamese player going Rattans do against Rams? Sappers needed. This is old patch, dude. Rams clearing up those onagers. Rams clearing everything. And this is buying Team Canada a ton of time. This is buying Slam so much time to go into Eagles. And he's got Elite Eagle Warrior this time. And El Dorado is on the way. Look at the Eagle numbers for Slam. 38 of them. 38 of them. Rubenstock now knows that he needs to do something special here. He's going for forward castles. He's trying to pressure Hera as hard as he can. But it's so tough to kill Hera. He's resilient. He just never dies. Chris trying to stay alive as well. He's got 117 villagers. The ram push is finally being cleared up here. But it did its job, right? It's forcing Valessa now into light cav. And Hera's gone Onager. And he can just start queuing up Mangudai now. They're both going to have to make a tech switch. Onager to deal with the Rattan archers. Mangudai to deal with the light cav there from Hera. On the other side, Mentalist is going to have Cavalier in 2 seconds. And his Cavalier are going to be raiding Max once again. And now Max has to worry about both Mentalist and Chris on the other side. Rubenstock now getting elite wagons. But look at this. The Eagles are coming. Great attack round there from Rubenstock. The Eagles are coming, guys. The Eagles are here from Slam. Elite war wagons are strong, and they should beat Eagles in equal numbers, but the Eagles are a lot easier to play, and Slam can just kind of send them into the eco and hope for the best. Valis is rebooming. Valis is at 70 villagers, but he's still a ways away from really being part of this game. Chris going for more castles now. Chris teching into Halb. As Mentalist continues the raids on Max. Max is going to be fairly dead pretty soon. Feels like, if this keeps up. And Slam is now taking care of the forward castles from Valessa because Hera bought him so much time. Valessa has elite Rattan Archer, but it's drill mangonels here from Hera. And Slam is now raiding Valis. Slam is trying to take out these wagons. Slam is sending Eagles into the eco here from Rubenstock. As Rubenstock tries to prevent this stuff from coming in. Good walls there from him, but the Cavalier are killing more. Mentalist killing villagers left and right. Finland is still a little competitive here on the villager count. But once this is clear, those Eagles will head over towards the Vietnamese. And Valessa is in a position where he's forced to go Cavalier, which doesn't feel that great with the Vietnamese at all. And this Rattan Archer mass, well, Drill Onager is on the way. Drill Onager is on the way. And Max is about to die. Eagles now raiding everything in Rubenstock's economy. Hera going for another castle. Hera pushing from this way. Slam pushing from this way. Good walls there from Valessa. And the Cavalier are attempting to raid back. Go for the counter raid here from Valessa, but not accomplishing as much as the Eagles from Slam. And Chris is on the warpath now. Chris is on the warpath. The Eagles are still killing. Rubenstock with Koreans. Like, what do you do in this situation? Valis now losing more vills to Cavalier. Hera trying to clear up this castle. One Treb snipe, but that's it. Eagles are in the back. Rattans are clearing up the other Eagles, so Valessa remains alive. And he's tried to kill a Treb here, but look at the army from Slam. 58 El Dorado Eagles coming your way. Iron Casting on the way now. Max is dying on this side to Chris and to Mentalist. Rubenstock is still being raided. He has 33 elite war wagons. It's a pretty strong army. But it's been hanging out in his base for a very long time. Can't really come forward. And the Eagles are still all over the place. Now they're pushing forward. And Valessa will try to come out to counter this stuff. Hera being pushed back a little bit. Has elite Mangudai. Trying to micro with the onagers here. Probably just needs more Mangudai, and he's massing them up now. Good attack rounds there. As Chris pushes out this way, starting to tech into Chukanu. And Chris becomes very dangerous if you give him a full boom with Chinese. And he's fully boomed up now. Paladin on the way for Mentalist. The wagons, though, from Rubenstock are coming across. Finland is still alive. Somehow. And Valis is on the way up to Imp. How many Paladin is Mentalist going to have? That's the question. Conscription is trying to come in here from Max, but Max is losing that castle. He might be toasted now. We'll see. Wagons are over here to help. Hera massing up. And soon, Valessa is going to have his hands full with just Hera. So that's a 1v1 over there. Slam can maybe attempt to help Hera to kill him, or Slam can send Eagles over again to delay Rubenstock. Max is on the run. Oh, God. One player finally gets back in the game for Team Finland here, and another one is out of it. Max is on the run with everything, guys. Look how many villagers. 59 villagers migrating. Max is completely on the run. Paladin is coming in for Mentalist. The Halbs are killing the villagers now. Valis is attempting to get back into this game as Hera tries to save himself over on this side. Eagles coming this way from Slam. Slam and Chris are perfectly safe on this side. They completely killed Max. Max is down to 56 villagers. He was at 100 plus a minute ago. And the wagons are going to run into trouble against the Paladin and the Halberdiers. So Rubenstock's army count is dropping. Villagers still dying from Max. He's at 35. Can Travamshas make the difference here for the Finnish team? I don't think so. But if there's any unit that can kill a bunch of villagers without Team Canada noticing, it's definitely going to be Travamsha. Elite Travamsha is on the way. Heavy Camel is on the way. Eagles coming over here. They're going to clear up the Treb from Rubenstock. Slam is helping out Hera now. And the GG is called. Canada takes game one. Amazing performance from Team Canada. Absolutely nuking Valis off the face of the earth. And there was a 4v3 from that point forward. I think Valessa played very well. For Team Finland. Rubenstock played really well with the wagons. Max survived forever over here somehow. And was harassing Slam and Chris. But at the end of the day, Valis was just not a factor. Hera had a great early push against Valis and great teamwork from Mentalist to come over here with his scouts too. They both dove on Valis. They took him out of the game. And then the early ram push from Hera, while it didn't fully kill Valessa, it forced some very difficult decisions from him, right? Like, the ram push takes out both of your castles, so now suddenly you can't queue up Ratans. You're trying to go into Onager, but Hera killed all of your Sage Workshop and your houses, so you couldn't even produce Onagers. And then Valessa has to make tech switch into stable units with Vietnamese, which is just super rough, especially with the Eagles constantly raiding him. Great stuff. Really, really great stuff. Really, really great stuff. Canada takes that. Hera with that ram play was super hype. Holy. Who thinks of that? I'm just going to go drill siege ram from my Imperial Age while I'm being pressured by wagons on the other side. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Crazy. Slam no horse collar, but don't tell him. Ooh, he has Mayans. I guess that's something. Is Slam the new Nikov now? Valessa with a great KD. Didn't matter at the end of the day. We look at the economies. Valessa had a great economy behind that. Hera also with a great one. It's crazy how Hera can like be in the middle of everyone and still have a fantastic eco. Canada went 4 players. Feudal pressure on this map, and Finland tried to boom behind. Like, they tried 2 players going FC into castle unique units. Didn't work out. Okay. 1-0 for Canada. It's a good start. We marked down the civs that they used. That's Mongols, Mayans, Chinese. So 3 civs used up here from Canada. And we look down here. We had Koreans used. We had Gujaras used. And that's it. The other civ was Vietnamese and Hindustani's, right? No, Hindustani's was used as well. Cool. Okay, so we wait for game 2. They're getting into the lobby right now, and this is going to be on Finland's home map. Could be Nomad, could be BF, could be Arena. Oh, God. You sense a trend there for Finland? How they pick so few civs? So the way it works is that these are the civs that only these teams can use. And then underneath it are all the civs left over. And each team can use one of these once. I think so. Okay, so let's start it up again. Game 2. Max playing as Malians here, and he's right beside Hera. And he's probably got a better setup here than Hera. Also, Slam is nearby. Hera's playing as Burgundians. So he probably wanted to be alone and booming. That's not going to be the case here. Slam will be playing as the Tatars over here. An interesting choice for Nomad. But like we said before, Canada not really drafting towards Nomad, right? Just kind of using throwaway civs. Hera does have the boar, but Max is going to have the Ibex over here. As Hera will find the TC from Max. Now, good scouting with that goose. And Max will not know where Hera is at all. Max will have the fishing ship out earlier, though. And he still has his villagers incredibly split, taking Hunt all the way on this side. That's interesting. He didn't send it forward towards his town center. He might actually run underneath the town center from Slam and Hera on the way back. To the right of Slam, we have Valessa playing as the Persians. And, well, he's going to have a decent TC setup on the shoreline here. But it looks like he's going to be lacking for boars because Slam is going to take some, Hera is going to take some from that side. Persians can also get the fishing ship out early here. To the south of them is Ruben Stock playing as the Burmese, and both him and Mentalist are playing as the Burmese because of the way the civ draft works. Few civs that each team can only use themselves, and then there's a few civs that both teams can pick from with no repeats. To the right of Ruben Stock, we will have Chris playing as the Saracens. He's kind of alone here, and he will likely play into water as the Saracens unless he sees an opportunity for some early pressure. Interested to see what Chris does here. And then finally, Mentalist in the corner. Now, this is a difficult position for Mentalist because as Burmese, usually you want to like castle drop someone, go into Arumbai, but he's so far away from everybody. He might just choose to like boom and go into Arumbai from the side. Way over on the side. And he's forced to get Loom because he's housed here. That's rough. Really rough for Mentalist. Where's the dock for Mentalist? It's over here. Okay. It's right by Rubenstock's stock. He's still housed. Oh, Mentalist. Oh, what a rough start for him. Oh, he forgot to make the house. Ooh, rip. He's going to be a little behind in villagers. Over here, Hera saving this boar for later, and he's stealing the boar that Max could have potentially taken on that side. Max is Malians, though, and he's going to be getting the food in here with the early fishing ships. He's already signaled the dock from Hera as well. There are 2 Burmese. Is that possible? Oh my god. Is this a new drinking game where I have to drink every time someone asks about the Mirror Civ situation in the drafts? I think it is. And Max hasn't gone back to his TC to drop off. He's going to once again drop off in his allies' TC. Garrison your allies' TC, you can drop off the food that he had before, and he's going to start building houses with this Vil. Interesting strategy here from Max. Valis is the one player we haven't talked about, and Valis is in a fantastic position with Spanish. Not only is his fish safe and far away from any of the Canadian players, protected kind of by Valessa over here, but he's also all by himself on the side. So he's going to be going into Conquistadors, and it's going to be really rough for Canada to defend against this. Canada is going to have to hope that they take out one of the players from Finland early, and then they can focus their attention. Maybe onto Valis. Did Hera lose a villager? No. No one's lost a vill. He's only at 8 seconds of idle TC time. Mentalist of 24 seconds. Everyone from Finland, lot lower because of their civs being so good. Max's uptime, we'll see. It might struggle because Hera's working away on another boar. Max, I don't even think has gotten a boar in. And Hera's luring another boar from over here. Wow. So Max is going to be surviving just on fishing ships and ibex. Hera with the clear boar advantage. Worker count is heavily in favor of Finland. Once again, Malians, Persians, right? You can have more fishing ships in general earlier. That means your villager production can really start to skyrocket. He's not getting out anytime soon. Is Max's Ville still up here? It is. He's looking for another dock spot, and Valessa has now sent a villager forward. And he's going to try and harass the fish here from Hera, but it's actually the Canadians that are up first. I don't mind these. I think these civs are fine. I know they made some changes in the most recent patch, but I think they were fine. Slam going up super quick here with the Tatars. I wonder if he's going to play water. I feel like Chris is going to play water. And Chris will need a second dock here. He knows where the dock from Rubenstock is. And he's going to try and clear this fish from Rubenstock. And keep the fish safe here from Mentalist. Docks over here from Max and Valessa. And Max is spreading out with more villagers here. He's really spreading out. It's the concern here mainly for Canada is going to be Vallis. Like, being all alone with the Spanish and having a fish boom that's so far away from your opponent is so good with this civ. And that's why Spanish were drafted first. This is why Canada was very nervous about the Spanish. And now, ooh, Slam's coming forward with the tower to cut off the wood line here from Max. And he's going to be in Feudal Age a lot quicker than Max is. So this tower is going to go up and deny. And Max will need to go for a counter tower once he's in Feudal Age, or just abandon this wood line. But abandoning the wood line, maybe not the best decision. Slam also going for an archer range. What does Slam see? They know where Valessa is. Obviously, they know where Max is. They still don't see Valis, which is concerning. And they only see the docks from Rubenstock. They don't see the economy over here. Missing a lot of vision here, Team Canada. Fish are being harassed already from Chris. He's on the case. Rubenstock getting up to the Feudal Age. He'll have enough resources to go FC. And he's already on stone, so he's definitely going to go for a castle of his own. Does he see Chris's base? He does not, so he can't castle drop that right away. Needs some more vision over on that side. Max has decided to just shift over to another wood line. Slam's still massing archers, and Hera looks like he's going to be playing into a castle drop of his own onto Max. And Max, well, I don't know if he's going to get up to castle age in time to counter this. They're attempting to take Max completely out of the game. Galleys now from Chris looping all the way around here. The fishing ships from Hera are going down. As the galleys now loop to this side from Chris, and Slam is also going for a fire galley to help out against the fish. All alone. Fishing ships from Rubenstock dying. Rubenstock, though, on the way to Castle Age. 3 players from Finland on the way up. And Max actually getting up at a decent time, and he's going for a tower. But Slam is here with some archers. And Slam is being very annoying with these archers. Hera just needs to get up to Castle Age. Hera needs that castle drop on Max. They need to take him out so they can focus on the other players. Slam looping around on this side of Valessa's wood line to try and cut it off with the archers. Valessa is going to wall up here, so that's a great wall from him. Remember, Saracen team bonus here for Team Canada, so they will be doing more damage against the walls, those archers. Finland still ahead in eco. Canada is ahead in military count right now as Hera clicks up to the Castle Age. He can still place a castle right here. Or probably right here because it cuts off the gold and ranges the TC. Archers are over here from Slam as well, cutting off Max from expanding. Max might be in deep trouble. He's going to need some help from his teammates. Archer's looking for damage from Slam. He's maybe close to clicking up. Over on this side, Mentalist and Chris have gone for a team wall in Nomad. I can't remember the last time I saw this. What? When's the last time you saw a team wall in Nomad? What the heck? That's cool, dude. I haven't seen that in forever. And there's the castle from Rubenstock. And there's the castle, the concerning castle from Valis. Maybe Slam will come over here and see that. No, looks like he's preoccupied. Siege Workshop here from Max. Oh, the Mangonel might be out in time to deny the castle from Hera. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hera might need to think twice about this castle. He does see the Siege Workshop, though. He sees it from Slam's tower. Does see it. Another TC there from Valis, and he's already started on the Conch production. Ehrenbuyer on the way out as well. Mentalist is going for War Galley, and he should be able to place a castle pretty soon. Chris is walling up over here, but he needs to complete the wall on this side too. As Rubenstock now comes in with some fires of his own. Fishing Eco is still here from Valis, and he's just shifting his way around with that. As Hera goes for the castle. There's the Mangonel from Max. Hera has the TC to hop in and out of, though. And yeah, he's going to push the Mangonel back a little bit, and this castle's going up. He loses a Vil. We're going to see some more teleporting here, though, from Hera. Well, it's just like... Hera probably factored that in. He's like, I'll make the castle here because I can just teleport my Vils away from the Mangonel shots. It's going to be fine. Slam is on the way up to Castle Age, and he will have crossbows, but the Ehrenbuys are coming to him first. And Slam will need to look for another gold. He wisely walls up here. No gold up top here, though. Maybe he could loop around this way and look on this side. Gold is definitely going to be an issue because Conch and Ehrenbuy are going to be coming his way. Castilier on the way out here from Hera. Another TC on this side from Max, and Hera will see this. So know exactly where that is. Still on stone, too, so could potentially go for another castle drop. On this side, Chris and Mentalist teaming up, and they're going after the water from Valessa. Valessa's about to get War Galley. Chris is on the way up to Castle H. He's almost there. Or Slam is almost there, too. Mentalist might be running into some issues, though, with Chris on this side, because the Conchs are here. The Conchs are here, and the Conchs are the concern. TC will be falling. Mangonel working away at the market from Hera. And Slam, well, Slam is going for another TC on the stone. And he does have a gold up here. So Slam's got a decent setup here. And with the crossbows, if he gets enough of them, he might be able to deal with the Ehrenbuy or the Conquistadors. But the Conchs are in now on this side, and Mentalist doesn't have any solution against this. It is a triple market wall here from Chris to just try and keep himself safe. He goes for another TC. Thank God he's got the Saracen, so he can really use that market. Villager count is in favor here of Finland. Military count is in favor of Finland. They got a better setup for sure. So the TCs now go up here from Chris. Might find some value against these Conchs, maybe. Ehrenbuy are here from Mentalist, attempting to trap him in. Do you feel your Canadian nationalistic vein pumping? That's rude, dude. Don't ask about my Canadian nationalistic vein, all right? It's big, though. Castilier from Hera. Still roaming around, still getting damage done. Slam, still trying to raid Max. Still trying to raid Max. And he's got crossbows over here on Valessa, too, making things ugly. But Valessa, plenty of room to expand up here. Plenty of room to expand. Conchs on this side, still being pushed back. Mentalist is kind of saving Chris over here, as Chris now goes for a monastery of his own. Mentalist is re-walled behind this, but the Conchs are just going to be running around, pretty happy to snipe villagers. Nice defense overall on this side. Hera's still trying to kill Max, but Max has done a great job to stay alive. Hera maybe should have walled this off earlier. Easier said than done, though. Definitely easier said than done. On the water. Well, we don't have that many fishing ships for Team Canada. We've got 2, and we look at the fishing ship count here for Finland. It's very, very good. They need to try and clear this up, but now Valessa is looping around this way, and he's going to kill all the docks. Maybe Canada can sneak some fires in here. A couple fires into this fishing eco could be massive. And Chris has snuck the galleys in here. Might be preoccupied by these, but he's got the galleys in on the fish from Valis, so that's going to make life difficult for Valis. He's going to have to hope that he has food eco behind this, and he does. So he's got a fallback plan. Arambai are here from Rubenstock. Slam's going to need to help out Hera. Slam will need, like, ballistics to really have an effect against these Arambai, because they won't stick around to tank shots. Ballistics is going to be pretty hard for him to come by, though. The resource is not looking great. And Max still surviving on the back of these 11 fishing ships that have been kept alive here. Maybe Chris can snipe them down. Chris is still killing fish. Look at the villager counts for Finland. Looking very healthy, except for Rubenstock, who's still only on 1 TC. Max is also stretched out here for another town center, so Max is going to be kind of booming. Hera getting his farms down. Eco upgrades, even with Burgundians, not looking too hot there for Hera, as another castle is coming up here from Valis. 12 conquistadors. His initial army was cleared up, but it's only 9 Arambai here from Mentalist. So we'll need to figure out a way to survive against those. Uh-oh, castle drop incoming. It's a team effort here. It's a team effort here from Finland. Rubenstock is here with villagers. The Arambai are here as well. They're looking for a good engagement against these crossbows. Castiliae are attempting to dive, and there's the castle from Rubenstock. Siege workshop being built here from Hera, and he goes to the siege workshop and denies the foundation from Rubenstock. There's another foundation, but the mangonels are on top of it. Can Canada hold this off? Can Canada hold this off? That is the question. There's not that many villagers forward from Rubenstock. Hera is desperately trying to prevent a castle from coming up here. On this side, Valessa now going for a battering ram. He's going to be working away against Slam. Valis still booming behind this. And there's another castle here. As Hera attempts to deny this, doesn't get it done. Coming over with the Castiliae. Trying to wall off this area. Does he have mangonels on the way out? He's got 1 coming. But the monks are here from Max. Monks are dying to the TC now. TC can't range these villagers over here as Hera dives in. He gets a big shot with his mangonel. Is it enough to deny this castle? The Arambai are still there. Slam needs to come over now if they want to deny that. I don't think they can. I don't think they can. And Valis and Valessa are now on the way to Imperial Age. Redemption is in from Max. He's going to get the mangonel from Hera. Oh boy. Canada's in a really rough position. And the Conks are here too. Mentalist is here with some Arambai though. Good back and forth there from Valis. As Hera tries to wall up behind this and trap in these Conks. And that's a good engagement from the Arambai. Bye-bye, Conks. Still, there's more Arambai here from Rubenstock. And Hera is super struggling. Another castle from Valis. No player from Team Canada is on the way to Imperial Age yet. 95 villagers from Valessa. Chris still trying to snipe fish here. And honestly, he's sniped 29 fish with these galleys. I mean, if you're wondering what Chris has been doing, he's basically been going around and killing all of the fishing eco from Finland. Valessa attempts to go for a forward castle. Slam's like, nah, dude. You good, bro? Makes the castle of his own, and Valessa will be forced to make a castle back here, slowing down his timing a little bit. Slam will take out the rams as well. As more Arambai come in here from Rubenstock. Mentalist trying to defend Hera as best he can. Valis now reaches the Imperial Age. Wonder if he continues with Conks or if he makes the tech switch into something else. Just came in. Y2 Burmese. Everyone drink. Everyone drink. New drinking game. Arambai are in a really rough spot here for Mentalist, but I don't think he can save those. Imperial Age is now on the way for Chris. He's kind of the hope here. Is he going to go into Mamluks? It looks like he is. 113 villagers somehow for Slam. What? Dude, Slam's been just super casually booming behind this as he's trying to keep Hera alive and pressure Valessa at the same time. Extremely casually booming. Hera's still trying to go for more farms. He's still trying to survive, but he's got Max on this side. He's got Rubenstock on this side. Now he's got Valessa coming in. It's a rough position. Mentalist attempting to save this castle. He's still not up to the next stage. Can't do anything about these Trebs here. And Hera calls the GG, and Finland's going to take that one. Great play from Team Finland. It was a nice attempt from Canada. I think the key here is just Spanish in this position, right? Spanish are all alone here. If Spanish had been in Max's position, maybe it's a different story. But they're all alone on this side. And the Conks can just come in, basically distract two players over here, and then come back around to this side. Also, great resiliency from Max to spread out this way and survive. While Valessa taking everything out on the water with Rubenstock. Rubenstock with the Arambai all over the place too. Nice. 1-1. Got ourselves a series here. Valis with a crazy eco. Valessa with a crazy eco as well. But Canada clearly didn't expect to win that game. I mean, you just look at their draft. The question for me is, like, Burgundians here? Did you not want to use those on... Like, did you not want to use those on migration? Interesting, right? Tatars, not really a civ that fits anywhere else. Saracens also, like, did you not want to use those on migration or Team Islands, potentially? Or Chaos Pit? But Burmese is expected for Nomad. Almost 3K viewers here. Nice. That Hera guy is really not too good, is he? Yeah, okay. Canada didn't pick Burgundians. No, it was one of the available civilizations at the bottom here. You see? These are all the ones they can both pick. All right, here we go. Game number 3, Team Canada against Finland. And we've got migration here, folks. And this has been basically Team Canada's home map throughout the tournament. Very, very confident on this map. And this time around, we actually got Dravidians because there's no snipe. There's no snipe here. So Dravidians is available, which has been a very, very strong option here because of the team bonus. 5 population per dock. You can get away with some really tight builds here. On this flank, we're going to have Mentalist playing as the Dravidians against Valessa, playing as the Lithuanians over here. And Valessa actually has a decent map because all of his woodlines here are far away from the shoreline. Chemical! 50 gifted. Thank you so much. Super generous. Oh my god, he's already gifted 30 today. That's 80 on the day. Chemical, thank you so much. Dropping an absolute nuke in the chat. If you got gifted one, make sure you thank him. Chemical is single-handedly propping my sub count upwards. He is a beast, and he's also a doctor, and he's a hero. That's right. If you didn't know. And he also ats me at every point with every message. Anyway, Valesa is going for a forward dock, so he's going to try and pressure Mentalist. Mentalist should probably back dock here if he knows he's against Lithuanians, even with Dravidians. I think back docking, going a little bit slower to Feudal, and getting like 3 docks up versus the 2 dock Lithuanian approach is probably smart. On the other flank, we're going to have Malay for Slam, and Malay combined with Dravidian should be a really strong option. And Slam and Hera actually have the opportunity to dock block here, and then Hera would have safe fish. If they team dock here, they can have like safe fish behind, and the galleys can't come in to snipe it. That actually might be a play. We'll see. I don't think it reaches. No, a dock from each player. One on the corner here from Slam, one on the corner here from Hera. I don't think Slam would think of that, but I think Hera might. Hera's going for a dock over on this side instead, though, so they won't do that. Slam will be matching up against Rubenstock playing as the Incas, a popular flank civ on this map, because you can get the dock down a little bit faster, only needing to build half as many houses as the standard civilization. And Mentalist has indeed docked on the backside. And we asked what the pocket civilizations would be here from Canada, because Hera used Burgundians and Nomad, and they've gone for Vietnamese. Like, what? I get Berbers, but like, why not use Vietnamese on Nomad? Very interesting choice here from Chris. Does Gillnets not cost wood with Vietnamese? Does that eco bonus apply to that as well? It only costs food. That's nice synergy, I suppose. I mean, Chris is going to play land. He might mix in a few fires along the way, as we've seen with him. In the pocket positions for Finland, we're going to have Japanese, and then we're going to have Huns from the Max. Huns are going to be very strong in a booming position here, but lack of versatility for sure on the land. He's just going to have to go Paladin. Knights into Paladin, probably. Vietnamese for Ultra Genitors? I mean, maybe. The Ultra Genitors. Mentalist is up here. 18 villagers. Is a little bit behind Valesa, though. So Valesa had a faster uptime there, and Mentalist, I think, with a bit of idle TC time. He's got 36 seconds. Rubenstock with 28. Valesa only with 1 second because he's Lithuanians and he started with that extra food. But Valesa has a ways to go to get to Mentalist base. A Mentalist will get the additional 200 wood when reaching Feudal Age. So he should be able to drop a 3rd dock comfortably and keep up his production. And all he needs to do over here, all Mentalist needs to do is stop Valesa from pushing. That's his assignment this game. Hold the water. You don't even need to push on the water. Just simply hold the water. Your pockets will take care of it. You know Slam is going to do the job on the other side. I mean, Slam is like one of the most reliable flanks in the history of AoE 2. And in team game settings on flanks, Slam is so powerful. It's like a cheat code. And with the Malay, he's going to have a villager advantage and a fishing ship advantage over Rubenstock. Hera's now gone for a dock back here. Maybe they'll do it. They might do it. These mad lads actually might do it here. Except when he forgets fletching. People forget. People make fun of Slam for forgetting fletching in that one game. People forget he was winning. He was winning with galleons without fletching, bro. He was winning. He was full on holding a 2v1. Galleons without fletching. Like, if that doesn't tell you that the guy's a cheat code, I don't know. I don't know what it says. Can we make fun of him for missing the Elite Eagle? We already did. Another dock coming out from Slam. Team bonus here for Malay is going to come in clutch. Look at the line of sight on the docks, right? Galleys will be holding here from Mentalist, and he's going to see the galleys now from Valesa as both the pockets from Finland and Canada go up. And Mentalist just needs to hold. That's all he needs to do. Valesa has gone for 3 docks. Going to go 3 dock galley production. Mentalist, all you need to do is hold, buddy. Let Chris boom up behind, which is exactly what he's doing. Make sure Chris's fish are safe. Make sure Hera's fish are safe, and that's it. Ooh, they won't see these galleys sneaking by, though. Even with the melee team bonus, even with the docks with a ton of vision, Slam has let the galleys slip by somehow. What happened there? Slam is trying to contest with these galleys, but Rubenstock is in now. The fox is in the chicken coop, as they would say. And Rubenstock is here. Hera's going to be like, bruh, Slam, bruh, hello, bruh. Sam's going to have to come back and defend, or does Hera go for a fire galley? Hera's running away with this Phil. He's running away with the fish. Fire galley is on the way out here from Chris, as Mentalist is still just kind of canceling out Valessa on this side. Slam doesn't need to come forward. Yeah, you can send one fire galley after this, and you should be fine. You don't need to come back here. Send one galley, one fire galley, and not too many fish should go down. And just pressure forward with your advantage. Slam's got 8 galleys now. He's getting fletching. He's off to a good start. I said one of the most reliable flanks in AoE. Not the most. I said one of. Barracks is already coming up from Max, who has made a landing. Chris is coming to the middle of the map with his villagers. Very interesting. Nax is already working away on the stable, and I just hope that Chris walls in these villagers. What is he waiting for? Is he waiting for a TC already? Oh boy, I hope that scouts don't show up there. He's kind of distracted with these galleys behind. He's going to clear up one, and he'll eventually clear up the other. Galleys from Valessa pushing forward. Mentalist has the advantage here. 10 galleys against 8, but it is Valessa, and we know that he's the best player on the Finnish team, so... Mentalist being careful and just kind of falling back. One step at a time. On this side, Slam pushing forward now. 10 galleys for Rubenstock, 13 galleys for Slam, and remember, the eco for Slam upon reaching Feudal Age was better than the eco for Valis, and now he's going to use the market and attempt to buy his way up. Get an advantage over Rubenstock. There's the TC for Chris. The scouts are coming, though. Chris, I told you, wall in your villagers when you land on migration. I said it. He's got a scout here, so that'll help him defend, and maybe the TC has enough time to go up, but the scouts are coming across for Max. And he's spotted the TC now. Almost at 60%. And he's sending more vills. Chris? He's going to be warned about these scouts. And now he can send those villagers to make this town center. Other pocket from Finland has reached the center. And Hera is now on the middle here with 2 stables. Hera actually went for a stable at home for scouts. So he didn't want to waste the time coming to the middle, apparently. He's just gone scouts at home. Very interesting. Haven't seen that before. As the light cav now come in for Max, and Hera is getting light cav himself. He's going to lose a villager here. Won't lose the second one, though. He's got 2 stables up, and he can start thinking about adding TCs. But the villagers are exposed. Hera's going to lose his landing villagers here. He's trying to go for quick walls. That's not going to work. Except that one will. And he will need to transport more villagers across. On this side, Mentalist still kind of equaling out Valessa, but here come the fires from Chris. Try and help him out a little bit. Chris, wisely putting TCs within range of each other. Now going for a third one, booming up behind this as Hera looks for villager kills over on this side. And he's going to stall at the TC from Valis a little bit. Also stalling out the barracks, so this is great from Hera. Killing the timing and finding some more potential villager kills over here. Slam is already up in Castle Age, and he's getting Bodkin. He's getting War Galley. He's going to push back the ships here from Rubenstock. So Valis will need to be careful of his fish. Chris has now transported the villagers from Mentalist to the middle. Very important, if you're a pocket player with a transport ship already, you bring your flanks to the center. The worst thing on migration is having a player that has no presence on the center and is only on their island. You could see that Max did the same thing for Valessa over here. Rubenstock might have some issues, though, getting to this middle area. He really might. And now fires are being forced out from Valis because Slam is just winning the water convincingly over here. Dock is going down. War galleys surrounding him completely. There's still fish back here from Valis they could maybe snipe. But hasn't noticed that yet. As the light cav from Hera are looking for opportunities. Max running cover, kind of, for Valis. Valessa will be going for a TC in the center here, as he's still engaging on water against Mentalist. Mentalist almost has enough resources to go for a TC of his own, but I think he's just queuing up more galleys. No, he's getting ballistics. Mentalist should definitely think about placing a TC in the center and start his eco rolling there, for sure. And Slam needs to get across, too. Slam definitely needs to get across, along with Rubenstock. $22 ships for Slam, 22 ships for Rubenstock. Slam's got runners in front here. He already has ballistics. Rubenstock does not have that yet. And Rubenstock is going for more demolition ships, and Slam is just playing right into his wheelhouse here. Right into his hands. Is that an exclamation? Or is that a not exclamation, a saying? Playing into his wheelhouse? I don't think it is. I could say it's right in his wheelhouse. How can Mentalist transport if he is surrounded? He's already on the middle. He's already on the middle. More TCs here for Valessa. Mentalist needs to expand his eco here for sure, but he is pushing on this side, and he does have more ships than Valessa, so maybe he can take the water control over here. Slam is being pushed back. It's a 2v1 situation. Canada is still leading here in eco, but Slam is now being pushed back on water, so he's going to need to start adding some more, and he's made a transport ship so he can get across. Let's take a look at the eco from Chris. 76 villagers for him. Chris is simply booming here with the Vietnamese. Hera losing some monks, and Hera still trying to just keep his army safe as he's looking to raid. Valis, though, with a pretty secure eco over on this side. Max trying to take out the Mangonel. Will he get it? Doesn't. Hera manages to save that, and Hera's now pushing forward. 54 villagers of his own with 26 fishing ships behind this. I don't think Rubenstock can fully push through here. The docks from Slam are going to make this pretty dangerous. Imperial Age is now on the way for Chris. First player imping in the game is Chris with 80 villagers. This is just Chris's strat on migration, right? As Mentalist comes over here, and Mentalist is suddenly looking like he's winning the water against Valessa. But Valessa has 2 TCs in the center. Mentalist is just now going for his first TC. Game is paused. Max has 61 villagers of his own, 21 fishing ships behind this, but that equals out Hera. Like, that's the same eco that Hera has. And then we look at the eco comparison between Chris and, or sorry, that's Valis. Max, we look at the eco comparison between him and Chris. I mean, Chris just has a better eco right now. I guess it is Japanese fishing ships, though, for Valis, or for Max. Japanese for... Fuck, I'm so confused, dude. You're making me confused. Slam needs to defend. I think Slam should go for fires here. Is Inca's any good on water? Yeah, they have a decent water tech tree. Chris full greedy mode. That's what he does as Pocket on migration, right? Someone who knows how to save properly should organize it. All right, we go back and we'll restart. It was a restart, but we have returned. And we return in the same situation that we found Slam before. almost hip. That sounds familiar. We found Slam being pushed back on the water. And he's still being pushed back on the water. I said before, I think he should be going for fires here to sneak up behind with his docks so close. But he's going to fall back, and I think Hera's going to lose his villagers now. But Hera is pushing on the other side. He's pushing against Valis. He's got double Mangonel stack here attacking this TC, and Valis forced into a siege workshop. Meanwhile, over here, Max is raiding Chris and maybe can kill the villagers here from Mentalist. Oh, no. I think Mentalist might have lost all of his villagers on the center. Maybe he's got some vills garrison this TC. He's got a villager. She's still alive. He'll need to transport over some more vills over here. But he is winning the water, and now he's pushing back and killing the fish over here. So Mentalist has done a fantastic job on the water. Kind of gave up the potential of a boom, though, as we see Valessa is still in front of him in terms of villager count. Max looping around this side. Trying to deny the TC from Hera, but Hera is still pushing out with the Mangonels. Valis now with the Mangonel of his own. And he'll be taking out a single Mangonel here from Hera. Hera damages those monks, though. And he can kill them both with a Mangonel shot, and he's in with the Light Cav. And remember the eco from Chris. He's already got 10 Rattan Archers. He's in Imperial Age going for Bracer. And he's got 97 villagers. The ships are stuck back here from Rubenstock as Slam keeps producing military. Mentalist going for the full surround on the Finnish team. He's pressuring in this way. He's now surrounding Max on this side. He's surrounding Valessa on this side. The problem for Mentalist is that he's so slow to TCs in the middle, and his villager count is still very low right now. He's trying to do what he can on water, though. Hera still pressuring Valis, and Valis is in a really rough spot. 80 villagers here. He's still got fishing ships, but he might lose them soon to Mentalist. I don't know what Mentalist is doing here. He should probably push forward with these ships. As these pikemen are waiting to engage. And Slam. Sorry, not Slam. Chris pushing forward with a castle on this hill. That's a beautiful spot for a castle. That's his 4th castle of the game if this one no, this one's his 4th. That's his 3rd. If it goes up, but it looks like Max is going to be denying this now. Chris needs to be a little bit more careful with his villagers, maybe. He's got 111 of them, though, so does he care? That's the question. Max is about to be Imperial Age, 93 villagers for him. Valis also just clicked up, and Hera is on the way up now, too. But Hera is harassing Rubenstock now, as Slam is trying to deal with this navy, and Slam is trying to push back on this side, on the water, too. Here comes Mentalist, though. Look at the navy for Mentalist. 45 ships for Mentalist. Might be able to cut off all of the water access for Finland. Already completely surrounding Valessa's base. And Valessa's got to be careful where he sends his vills here. Completely surrounding Max's base, too. And he's about to surround Valis' base. And Valis is going to lose a lot of these Japanese fish, which has kind of been keeping his eco going this entire time. Castle is indeed up for Chris. There's another castle there as Valessa tries to wall up on this side. Chris is going to come forward and find this castle from Max as Max goes into Cavalier now. Chris will be making his way into Halberdier to supplement the Rattan Archers. He's got 32 Rattan Archers. Castle back here from Hera. And Hera's late game comp probably going to be Camel Archers, right? Rattan Archer, Camel Archer with some Camels and Halbs mixed in there. Should be a good combo. Hera makes his way into Cavalier right now. And Mentalist looping his way to the back. He's hunting down all of the fish here. And suddenly Rubenstock is in a really precarious position. Hera's got a forward castle on him. Hera's pressuring from here. Rubenstock is on the run. And his island is being surrounded. Mentalist has looped all the way over here. Still hasn't found these fish from Valis. But he's cutting off the water access. However, Max is getting into Paladin. And Max is building up trips. Chris should be able to defend against this with how many barracks he has. How many Rattans he has. Still not elite. But he will have Halb in a second. And Hera's going to be in a pretty good position with 120 villagers of his own. Mentalist still kind of booming on the side here. And speaking of rat mode engaged here. Mentalist is behind the walls from Team Finland. He's used to this position, though. Fast fire coming out from Valis. Valis is going to try and take back the water. Mentalist still surrounding all of the players from Team Finland. Still killing. Here comes Hera. Here comes Chris. Onager is on the way from Valis. Hera with the Cavalier. He's snuck in through this little hole. Chris here with some Halberdiers. Chris here with some Rattans. And Max is patiently waiting for Paladin. It's going to be an awkward position to engage with those Paladin, though. I think the only thing I want to see from Chris is more siege to try and push this back. Slam at 95 vills. He's still not on the way up to Imp. Mentalist is going for more town centers over here to reboom. And Valesa's kind of preoccupied with him just a little bit. But Mentalist has already done the damage on the water. And he continues to pick off the odd villager on the water. As the Paladin are now pushing back this army from Chris. Great walls here from Valis. You guys see that? He's snuck in behind Chris's Rattan Archer mass. There's Halberdiers here, but it's not going to be enough, and all of this is going to die. Valis sneaks in behind, goes for a stone wall, and prevents the Rattan Archers from leaving. Excellent play there, but he's still getting pressured on this side, and Hera has already completely cleared up Rubenstock. Where even is Rubenstock right now? And Hera's pushing on this side, too. Valis is going to need to hold. They're going to need something against these Paladin. It's going to have to be more Halberdiers from Chris. Chris now has 5 Trebs of his own. Where are they? He's building them up over here, so he's preparing a push. They will lose the Trebs on this side, though. Hera's going to come forward, snipe some of these onagers, and look for more villager kills over here. If you're looking at Team Canada, it's only a matter of time before Slam gets involved, but at the same time, it's only a matter of time before Valesa gets involved for Finland. And Camel, Heavy Camel is not yet in for Hera, so Hera might be pushed back. Mentalist going for more TCs. He is desperately trying to get back into this. He's still controlling the water. Valis got fast fire, but I don't think he's really invested into it yet. He's got 1 in production. And we can see what the water control has done to Max's economy behind this. More castles coming up from Hera. Heavy Camo is 40 seconds away. Halbs are here to counter the Paladin. How much damage had the Paladin really done to the eco? We don't know. Canada is still ahead by 100 villagers. And Mentalist is making his way into Elephant Archers. Slam is making his way into the cheap melee elephants. Chris needs to hold on this side, though. He does have access to Elite Skirm. He has access to Genitors as well, but Paladin Skirm combo might struggle against. Paladin's at the back there. Chris is dealing with that. Hera also has Heavy Camel now. He's got 27 of them. So the Paladin Rage shouldn't be that effective anymore. Pushes on, though, and it's Japanese for Valis. As Elite Eagle now comes in from Rubenstock. We've got ourselves a game here, folks. We've got ourselves a game. Whose civs do you like better? Ink and Eagle are going to be pretty deadly. But Elephant Archers from the Dravidians, if he gets them rolling with elephants in front from the melee, could be equally bad. I do love the little things that Finland are doing, though. Every time they take a position, they're walling forward. They're walling in front of these Trebs. We saw Valis wall behind the army from Chris earlier. Hera now pushing back. Canada's still kind of controlling the water. Maybe they can mix in some cannon galleons at some point, too. Start clearing some stuff up. Slam's at 140 villagers right now. And Hera is now coming over here to deal with the skirms. They don't have anything against these camels. The Paladins won't do so well. The Skirmishers aren't going to do so hot either. And Hera's going to get a big fight on this side with these camels. And that's going to buy Chris some time to recover. It's going to buy Mentalist some time to get more Elephant Archers on the case. But the Paladins are still raiding over here. And Japanese towers are coming in. Chris massing up some more siege. And he's still trying to push this area back. And here come the elephants. Here come the elephants from Slam. But there's halbs there from Valessa already. Rattan archers, more of them being added in here from Chris. He's still adding trebs. He's got 5 trebs now, so they could push this back. Mentalist now, 19 elephant archers. Doesn't have enough to get elite yet. But he will help to take out these trebs. And on the other side, Hera now trying to take out the towers from our Japanese player. And these towers are going to go down. Valis is really tough to stop once he gets late Imperial Age, but Hera's done a great job raiding him, and he denies another TC. Mental is still surviving over here, and he's loading up some villagers. He might come over here and make something on Valessa's island. Still killing. Still killing with the ships, too, as Max is forced to go for a castle there. Slam pushing forward with the elephants. The towers are gone. Hera's still an impressive army count, and here come the bombard towers from Chris. He's needed to get himself stabilized here. Rattan archers, bombard towers. Are they elite yet? They are. As the elephant spam is in from both Mentalist and from Slam. And Mentalist, where's he going with this transport ship? He's loaded up and he's unloading again. Interesting. Eagles are here, though. The Eagles are here finally from Ruben Stock. He's got fabric shields. Maybe he sends those just into the eco from Canada and tries to raid. Don't think he can really take any engagements against any of this stuff. Even the elephant archers, I think he's going to struggle. Maybe just the Rattans and the halbs. Here come the elephants. Rattans are doing negligible damage against those eagles. There is a push coming down here, too, and Hera's got to send his camels over here to try and deal with these trebs. Mentalist still not doing anything on that side. Dude, the mini-map on Mentalist's home base, it's full. The island is full. Look at this push here, though. Oh, my God. What a nightmare scenario for Finland here. How many trebs behind? We've got 5 trebs from Hera. We've got 2 trebs here from Slam, and we've got the elephant archers and the elephants pushing in the same area. Can Finland do enough over here to push this back? It doesn't look like it. The trebs have been cleared up by Hera, and here come the bombard towers from Chris. Rathan's behind, halbs in front. Bombard towers behind this. And Valis is now dying. Valis is going to lose all his trebs. He's going to lose the onagers. He's going to lose the castle. Going to lose the eco. This is a crazy death ball here. Max still doing well with the paladin numbers. But Chris, it feels like he's got enough to hold. Especially with the bombard towers involved. Here come the elephants. Canada taking over so much control of this middle area. Mentalist has a cannon galleon somewhere. Yes, he does. And is working away on the middle island. So he doesn't care about this stuff. Working away on the middle. Hera also raiding behind here with some camels. Mentalist still has a galleon over here. The Eagles are going to engage against elephants, which is just not the play in Canada. Takes game 2, baby. Let's go. Game 2 migration. It was our home map. Definitely we're expecting to win there. It got a little bit dicey there. I think really well played from Finland. Especially like Valessa made the decision to come to land instead of focusing on water. That gave Mentalist control over all of this water area. but it meant that Mentalist was slower to boom back up into the game, so it was concerning there when Valessa was holding against Chris, our boomed player. Great Paladin production from Max, but like I said, Huns are kind of one-dimensional, right? Going into Paladin, that's about it. And as soon as Halba's on the field in such condensed spaces, they might struggle. But it was a good wall-off here from Valis to trap that army in. That was a sick play. It's so nice, though, if you're in a position on migration. We've seen so many teams try and go for the fast imp approach. Neither team did this here. Neither team had a fast imper in the pocket to go for fast fires. It's so nice to take water control without having to nuke your economy to go for fast imp. And look at this. They actually went for trade cogs. Also haven't seen that. They actually went for trade cogs here, folks. That's a good trade. 96 gold. That's Voot. Yes, it is Voot. 173 Paladin there created from Max. I think he definitely got stalled out when Mentalist came around and killed his fish and started harassing his home eco. We can see, again, Hera, the best eco. Chris, great economy as well. And great play from Canada. So we go on to one of Finland's home maps, presumably. Canada takes the 2-1 lead. Does Caravan and Dry Dock speed up trade cogs? Yes, it does. Finland's home map of Black Forest, and we have two of the captains of the Rage Forest tournament on this Finnish team. As we speed up here, Harold will be on the side playing as the Britons, and that is where Canada has chosen to play them. And Hera has gotten the forward wall down against Rubenstock. So, great job from Hera here. Rubenstock won't be too mad about this, though, because he does still have potential to push. And Hera will now attempt to wall this area, which could be contested by Rubenstock or Valessa. On the other side, it is wide open here between Valis and Mentalist and Slam, who are playing Incas and Franks. There's a potential here for Slam to be walled off. Another captain of the Rage Forest tournament. But I think this also means that, I mean, Valis is just super open to get raided, right? As Chemical is now gifting 100 subs. Oh my god, that's 180 on the day. That is 180 on the day. I just want to focus on the games, Chemical, but I can't. If you guys got gifted a sub by Chemical some point today, make sure you thank him. That is an insane amount of generosity coming from him. Did I get one? I don't think you did, brother, man. That's crazy, dude. Thank you so much, Chemical. That's the tax that he pays so that he can at me with every single message without getting banned. And he still gets banned sometimes. That's the unbanned tax. As Hera now comes forward for this wall, he's even managed to wall in the wolf against the tree line. Hera also signaling this, saying, Chris, yo, tons of boards here. Anyway, the other civs in this game as FM is giving 25. Dude, let me focus. FM, let me focus here. All right? Let me focus. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Holy. FN's a gamer. Chemical's a gamer. Anyway, Valis is completely open. And Valis is going to have to play into aggression. He's going to have to play into aggression. The Canadians can choose to wall up here. I don't think that's going to happen, though, as Slam is already going for a barracks and maybe think about a drush of his own. Nice mining camp there for Valis. Able to access both the stone and the gold. That's a beautiful thing. In the pocket for Valis is the Max, playing as the Tatars. The pocket for Rubenstock is Valessa playing as the Celts, and we can see the Civ mirror here, Celts, for both countries' pocket players. Horrible generation for Finland? Maybe. I mean, if Slam gets walled off here, it's a horrible generation for Canada, right? And all of his stuff is forward here. Just got a few back here. But yeah, looking at this, just on the surface, it looks really unfortunate for Valis. Not so unfortunate for Rubenstock. It's actually kind of nice for Rubenstock over here, because Hera doesn't have that much space. Rubenstock's allowed to get this forward wall up in He's got plenty of space behind here. One dock per team as well, or one pawn per team, as we see Valessa already coming over here with the dock. Chris already working away on his. And now Rubenstock is attempting to get in here. He's gone for the gate to block off the wall off. Hera's sending another villager. Let's see what Hera can do. And Rubenstock is going to be through. This is what you need to prevent if you're Canada. You need to prevent Rubenstock having forward vills here, opening the map up. It's getting really difficult for Hera over here. On the other side, Slam going for a drush. And Max is already walling off his flank. He's already walling off his flanks. Max says, good luck, bro. I'll send my scout. Let me know how you're doing in 10 minutes from now. Sheesh. Both teams are not as aggressive as we have seen in BF tournaments. Well, this is not aggressive over here because Hera managed to wall this off so quickly, early, right? But this is the aggression we expect with Rubenstock already going for a dock on this side. And he's going to be contesting Chris's fish over here. Hera will be sending a villager, though. Villager for Rubenstock. It has Loom. Harry, you're going to take a fight against this Vil? No, you have to wall it in. There we go. He walls it in. Tatars is a weird choice. Well, I mean, they have a good boom, right? You get the sheep per TC. Your sheep last longer as well, which is great. And their late game composition, if they go Keshik, it's not too bad. They can also mix in some flaming camels. We've seen that before in Rage Forest. Cav archers aren't bad at all. Not the worst civilization for sure. Slam reaching the feudal age, and he's going to go for feudal aggression here. Valis is already there. He's already got the archer range. And he's just still playing wide open, which is the correct decision. It's a stable here from Mentalist, though, and Mentalist is going to go for scouts. So they're going to be completely diving on Valis over here, and Max should have a free boom on this side behind this because he's already walled them off. Rubenstock now going for barracks over here, too. Did Finland not have a Paladin Civ? Well, Elite Keshik are kind of like Paladin. Technically, Celts is a Paladin Civ. Technically, it is a Paladin Civ. Technically correct, which is the best form of correct, according to Nilly. Uh-oh. Hera. Hera woke up and chose violence with this villager that's at half HP. And now the militia is following it up. And the fire galley is on the way. But Chris has double dock here. And he should be able to take out this fire galley that's coming out. Yep. He's trying to lure in a boar, Hera, with a wolf chasing. He's trying to lure in two boars at the same time. As Slam now is getting fletching, and Slam has these militia in the back, but Valis has managed to full wall his side. Great job from Valis to prevent the aggression from coming in. Mentalist is now looking for opportunities with these scouts, but it's fully walled over here. As Valessa goes for his stable, and he's going to go for scouts of his own? No, he's just building the stable now. He's going to go FC for sure. It's a little bit slower because he went for the fish boom behind. Max is already on the way up. And Max has a stable already. So he'll add some knights or maybe some step lancers. Potentially some camels he could add in too. Slam has now kicked Valis off of the gold, but Valis has other gold options. Valis has other gold options to go to. Slam's eco not looking like he can click up to Castle Age anytime soon. Same could be said for Valis. Mentalist, well, he's got the farms up. And he's taking the boars forward here. He's got a nice little area. I think he just sends the villager in there, walls up behind, and then shoots the boar from the safety of that. I think that's his little system for taking these boars with weak villagers. More fire galleys coming up from Chris, who's on the way to the castle age now. He's trying to deal with this dock from Rubenstock. And I think they've chased this villager away, right? We still have the barracks here as Hera has gone for an archer range. And he's not yet clicked up to the castle age. But at least they've chased the villager away from Rubenstock. It's probably what they care about the most. Max free boom? No, Max is going to go into knights. He's not going to be free booming here. He doesn't even go for the second TC right away. He's invested into the stable, and he's going to be pushing this back. Slam has walled behind this, though, and Slam should be clicking up shortly. Mentalist should be going up to the castle age in a minute, too, and he's also gone for stone walls behind, so the knights from Max will be able to keep Valis safe. I don't think they're going to find any initial damage, though. Maybe they can help him punch through these walls towards Slam. Chris now gets to the castle age. Immediate second, third TC as well. Looks like he survived the eject from the dock from Rubenstock. And that dock will be going down any second now. Maybe even before this demo raft comes out. Has he done the math? Has he done the math? Has he done the math? I think the demo raft comes out, yeah. But it doesn't matter. Uh-oh. The knight is through from Valessa. The knight is through. Chris didn't manage to wall there in time, and suddenly Hera's going to have some problems. Chris might have some problems. Because the knights are coming in. And Hera's just going to have to wall himself into this little corner over here. Archer's now working one on the wall, and it's stone wall here from Valis. So Valis is attempting to cut Slam off from his pocket. But Slam is on the way to Castle Age. Mentalist is also on the way to Castle Age. Hera is on the way to Castle Age. And Chris is already there. Rubenstock is still not up. Valis is still not up. Eco for Finland is ahead right now. And Max is working on his third TC as well as Valessa. Valessa also has the fish traps up and rolling so far. Chris, come on, bro. Chris. What is this? What is that? I'd be in... Okay, that's fine. That's fine there. This one is something else, for sure. That is just something else. Chris lost his villager, going for the monastery too. Hera pushing out now with crossbows. Chris has a few knights. He's going to be tracking these knights here from Valessa. And Valis has completed the walls. Uh-oh. Mentalist might be having some issues. See, this is what I'm talking about, dude. Look, he makes it longer. He extends the little pen that he can shoot the piggies from. Slam is in trouble. Slam has a lot of crossbows, but he might be in trouble because he's been cut off completely from his ally. Mentalist is going to have to find a way through. Hera, happily, well, more or less happily, micring here with Britain crossbows against a Mangonel. And Chris trying to... I can't, dude. I can't. Like, it's more effort to put them like this than it is to place them properly. It's more effort. Another TC here from Chris. Oh my god. I'm actually speechless. I can't, dude. Is he doing this deliberately? Slam is winning against the crossbows here from Valis. Slam has denied the siege workshop attempt here from Valis, and Valis is at 13 crossbows. Slam's at 26. Like, Slam is winning 1v2 here against Max and Valis for the moment. As Valis now comes over here with more villagers, maybe another wall. Or no, he's sneaking. He's trying to be a sneaky, sneaky boy here to come around for the siege workshop potentially. On this side, Chris is walling behind this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. Beautiful. Nice. Wonderful. I can't. And the knights are trying to get through the wall. It feels like he's going to punch his way through that wall. Valis attempted another siege workshop. It's like when T90 goes over crazy over slightly misplaced farms. That doesn't change the game. It reduces their efficiency a lot. And it makes it so you can't make as many fishing traps in the pond. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but it can be game-changing. If you want full efficiency. If that's the only fish that Chris is going to make, then it's fine. Whatever. If he's not going to make any additional fish, it's fine. But he's also, like... This has also denied the potential of someone else booming up in this pond. Still, with the current situation, it's okay. It's okay. And Valis is going for another wall here. And Mentalist will not get through. Mentalist is going to have to, like, open Onager here. Just to cut through towards Slam. Slam is now up against Ethiopian Crossbow with 2 Mangonels behind. And Slam, with the Incas here, does have access to Redemption. So Slam is getting Redemption right now. He knows the Mangonels are coming. If he's able to convert a few of these Mangonels, might be game-changing. He's got to delete all of this stuff. He needs some open space. Doesn't want any choke points. Valessa is on the way to Imperial Age. 78 villagers for him versus 83 from Chris. But we see he's got 17 fishing ships behind here. And they're super efficient. Slam gets a Mangonel. Slam gets a Mangonel. And Slam takes out another Mangonel. Beautiful stuff there from Slam. He only loses 2 crossbows in that engagement. And now suddenly Valis needs to retreat a little bit. And Max... with the knights unable to engage there too. Hera pushing forward. Mentalist working away on the wall. And the villagers have died here. But... Mentalist. Bruh. Please don't kill your own knights. And Slam is going to attempt to go for the conversions. He gets one. But that's it. And he's kind of thrown away his monks. But Team Finland are very preoccupied with what's happening over on this side. And the knight is through. And the crossbows are getting cleared up here from Hera. The knight is through, so it's going to kill a Mangonel, but they're all trying to push through a choke point. That's just a rough situation. However, Chris and Mentalist are both through on this side, and Valis suddenly might be in trouble. Hera isn't here, but I mean, we've got more than enough crossbows with Slam. And now there's 2 players' knights, and Valis is in full retreat. Remember where his main gold and stone are. They're forward. Slam is on stone himself. Slam is coming forward with villagers. He's going to castle drop Valis. Max does have 4 town centers behind this, though, and he's got 106 villas. He's on the way to Imperial Age. Valessa thinking about pushing over on this side, and Hera's lost his crossbow mass in the attempt to push from the other area. Rubenstock also on the way to Castle Age. Hera is going to need to hold here as Team Canada pushes on the other side. Chris... Imp in 15 seconds. It's got 103 villagers. Slam's got a monk. He's going to convert this Mangonel. Nope. The monk goes down, but he's got crossbows behind. And now he deletes the castle foundation. He's going to place it somewhere else. He's going to place it here. Maybe it's his turn to go for some walls. I think that might actually not be a bad play. You go for some stone walls here. To block Max from coming to support. There we go. There we go. Siege Onager, though, on the way from Valessa. He's going to cut through here. And they will need to find some way to stop the Celt push. Chris will have Celts of his own. He's getting Onager himself. As Hera goes up to Imperial Age. Same timing as Rubenstock. Slam needs to finish these walls. He's going for more walls over here. Slam is a smart cookie, guys. Slam is a smart cookie, but unfortunately that villager got ranged by the castle, so he'll need to place them somewhere else. No, finish the walls. Place it like here. You can't let Max come through with Keshiks. Okay. There we go. Slam's a cookie? Yes. Slam is his own category of food. Cookie. He's double chocolate chip. Double chocolate chip. What I meant to say. Onager v. Onager. It's about to be Siege Onager here. No, Chris, stop! Delete these. Don't let the enemy see. Don't let the enemy see your fish traps. Chris is going for more siege workshops behind. Slam. Trying to complete the walls. Valis just trying to stay alive behind this. It's on the way up to Imp right now. Slam is still in Castle Age, folks. And Slam is going for petards now. Petards through here? Where the... What are we... The petard... Okay, he stopped. Stopped going for petards. Castle is down from Rubenstock. So Hera has managed to hold on this side with help from Chris. That was nice from Chris to send a few trebs over there. And Chris is now cutting through on this side because that wall was getting very annoying. Why is Valis alive? Because they have to worry about the pocket. So they can't YOLO push Valis. Have to worry about Max. Slam's castle now going down, and the Keshiks are coming in. The wall was not completed. It's going to be an annoying wall, but it's not complete, and the Keshiks won't be blocked off. However, Mentalist is now in the Imperial Age, 137 villagers of his own. He's getting Cavalier right now, but Finland is pushing. Finland is pushing on this side, and Chris is waiting for Siege Onager to come in, but the Siege Rams are already here. From Valessa. Hera... What? Did he just delete all the farms? He just deleted all the farms. Every farm. Britons against Siege Ram. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. What is Hera going to do against this? Hera might be defeated. Canada needs to push somehow on this side, but they can't. Slam's still in Castle Age, guys. They can't. They simply can't. Mentalist has to back up. Hera's getting elite longbowmen. That's not going to help. And it looks like Finland's going to take this one. The eco is still close for now, but Hera's about to get cleared off the face of the planet. The castle did get denied here. Was that from Hera, though? Was that Hera's castle? I don't think it was. I thought that was from Finland. Paladin is on the way for Mentalist. It was Hera's? Oh. Well, that sucks. And the Paladin can, soon to be Paladin, the Cavalier for now, can come in and snipe some of these Siege Onagers. And some of the Trebs. But still can't do anything against these Siege Rams. These are Celt Siege Rams. Villagers alone aren't going to cut it. And suddenly, Rubenstock is into the game. Going Cavalier with the poles. And there's no push happening over here. Canada is getting pushed back on both sides. And Slam is still in the Castle Age. They're hoping that Chris can do something over here. They're hoping that Mentalist will have enough Paladin to maybe mount a pushback in some area. But it's just not going to be enough. Don't worry, though. Elite Longbowmen. That'll do it. Yeah, it doesn't look like the most comfortable map here for Team Canada. And the GG is called. Finland taking another one of their home maps there. It is 2-2. It's the type of set we expected. And Finland just showing that they're clearly the better BF team. Clearly the better BF team. Like, this should have never happened. Rubenstock getting in with this Vil. Here, I don't know why Hera left this area. And then Chris had to focus on this. And then, obviously, you know, Valessa's eco was a little bit better than Chris's. Transitions were hit earlier. On this side, Valis did a great job surviving. Against 2, and great wall-offs early, too. Mentalist had to focus so much energy on this stuff. Clearly, it was the fishing ships that lost them this one. Well, a big part of the eco being faster for Valessa is that he had this fish eco behind. 26 fishing ships. And we had 7 from Chris. Eco's always going to be better with the player with this setup. Okay. Chris also got like 4 onagers nuked. I don't know if he's gonna hold there if those onagers stay alive though. I think Rubenstock, like, they're gonna be fully preoccupied with Valessa, and it's only a matter of time before Rubenstock punches through against Hera. Kelt's faster wood income also helps. Well, both of them were Kelts, so it's basically a mirror between Chris and Valessa on that side. Both of them were Kelts. Both of them went Knights. And you can see the eco advantage. 24k food for Valessa, 18k food for Chris. Are fishing ships faster than farmers? I think if you set the fishing ship up right next to the dock, you have gill nets on the traps, it's about the same as a handcart villager on a farm. Let's go. 2-2. And we've got Chaos Pit, and if you're not familiar with Chaos Pit, this is the pit where the chaos will unfold. Surrounding the pit, we will have a line of trees that you need to chop out to get access to gold. There is no gold in the pit. Okay? There's no gold in the pit. There's only stone. And players. Usually, we see a lot of laming here on Chaos Pit, although so far, no laming at all. Players are just pushing in the deer, biding their times. We're going to have Chris over here matching up against Rubenstock, and Chris is playing as the Byzantines. And watch out. Do not be concerned, folks, if you see Chris with 45 skirmishers in Feudal Age. This is simply what he does on this map, okay? You give Chris Byzantines, and you just let him cook. Okay? My man is living back in 2003 when Spearman Skirm Spam was the meta. And he's perfectly content with that. We've got Rubenstock over here playing as the Goths, and Rubenstock has not come forward to lane with the Goths just yet, which is interesting. Usually people pick Goths on this map to lane. It's not going to happen, though. We might even see a Goth douche on Chris. Who knows? The Byzantine TC, though. More HP. I don't know about that. Maybe Chris is going to douche Rubenstock for a little mix-up, change of pace. On the other side, we're going to have Slam matching up against Valessa. Valessa is playing as the Byzantines. We might see a ton of skirms from him, too. And Slam is playing as the Goths. So it's like a mirror matchup here. We got Slam as the Goths. We got Rubenstock as the Goths. And then we got Chris as the Byzantines and Valessa as the Byzantines. And then in the pocket position, we have Hera playing as the Magyars. And Mentalist as the Khmer. Over here, we've got Franks for Max. And then Magyars for Valis. So it's almost a completely mirror match, except for the discrepancy between Franks and Khmer. A Goth douche or a goosh? Oh no! Mentalist losing a villager here already. He was too far away from his house. He didn't have loom. He was too far from home. There wasn't an adult to supervise. And he's going to be sending villagers all the way out towards this lumber camp once again, as Team Finland was able to come around and snipe a villager. And they are like on the prowl here with their scouts, aren't they? They have 4 scouts, squad formation, looking for villagers. Where are the scouts from Team Canada? What are they doing? They're pushing in deer. They are pushing in deer. The four horsemen of Finland. Yep. Bro, look at this shit. They're making the rounds, dude. Chris. He's walling up. He's walling up. They've figured out what happened. Or sorry, Hera, not Chris. He's walling up. They figured out what happened to Mentalist. Mentalist is going to be like, bro, there's 4 scouts here. I swear to God. And the scout from Rubenstock is fairly weak, so they're going to chase that away. Slam's up here with Loom. He doesn't care about the scouts coming in just yet. As we see Mentalist with the deer. I hope those deer were worth it, my friend. Losing a villager early. Also should probably wall this off. Can you see that? Yeah, he's going to wall that off. He didn't even need a gate. He had a house there. He didn't need a gate. Could have just garrisoned the house on garrison on the other side. Full wall off on this side from Slam. And this is remarkably conservative so far from both squads. As Valessa and Max are going to attempt to team wall on Chaos Pit. You would think, with 2 players playing as the Goss being in this game, that we would see some sort of early aggression. But so far, it's just been Finland that has been roaming around with all 4 of their starting scouts and have picked a singular villager. That's it. Chris, not trying to chop to the outside. He's going for the close lumber camp here. Mentalist is chopping away. Slam is also chopping away on the flank. And all of the players from Finland are chopping towards the outside. Feudal Age coming in for Chris. That's going to be the fastest in the... Actually, no, Hera is going to be the fastest with the Magyars. And Hera will definitely be making his way into scouts here. Chris will be noticing these scouts over here from Max and Rubenstock. And he's going to make an archer range. Bop. Spearman on the way out. Archer range is coming up. Skirmishers will likely follow. Full trash spam here from Chris with the Byzantines. Remember, you can't really go archers here because there's no gold in the center. So it's Skirm, Spearman. Hera will be making scouts. And Hera even going for another mill because you have 2 berry bushes per person. On this side, it's going to be an archer range. So more skirmishers here from Slam. And probably some spearmen of his own as well. And the walls will almost be complete here from Chris. Oh boy. This is so passive for Chaos Pit. We're actually going to see a Chaos Pit where everyone has eco. What is that in the middle? Any function for it? He provides peace in a turbulent world. That's the function. Where chaos? Missing chaos. Nilly pray. Uh-oh. Chris has had enough of this. Guys, Chris has had enough of this. He's like, where is the chaos? We need more chaos. And he's going to be attacking the Goth player. He's going to be attacking Rubenstock with villagers. Trying to get through this wall. And he's already forced Rubenstock into a defensive tower. The scouts are here from Mentalist as well. As Chris is trying to push back these spearmen. Over here from Rubenstock. On the other side, Slam finding some good engagements against the initial spearmen from Valessa. He's massing up skirmishers. Valessa is playing as the Byzantines, so he should be able to spam more than Slam. The Magyar scouts now coming over to this side, so it's going to be a 3v1 or maybe 3v2 over in this area. With the villagers from Chris. So Chris can punch through these walls pretty quickly. With these vills. But Hera and Mentalist are going to have to be careful. They're going to have to stay near these villagers here from Chris. And Slam is just going to have to deal with the military on this side. Slam losing a villager. Nice snipe there from Valis. Who we haven't really talked about. Just creating the odd scout. Actually taking a few hits from the spearman here from Chris. This is such a weird battle. They're all dipping and diving and ducking around the spearman. Scouts doing loops. Hera avoiding the scouts there from Max, who has now come over to this side. Mentalist running in circles. Both Chris and Valessa are here. And they're trying to snipe the spearmen before they can get some hits on the scouts. And the tower is here from Chris, adding some value. And you can see Canada edging ahead in the military count. Hera still with a bunch of scouts alive. Mentalist still with a bunch of scouts alive. As Hera tries to pull the spearmen. Doing an excellent job. Market behind here from Valis. We can take a look at the economies. No one's really close to clicking up to Castle Age yet. Chris has kind of idled his eco, though, with these villagers inside here. Slam is now heading over with some skirmishers and some spearmen. I've never seen a Chaos Pit play out like this. We have a legitimate no man's land in the center, and it's just going to be a battle royale here. Look at the military numbers in Feudal Age. Everyone's got something, man. Everyone has something. Slam is over here. He's going to kill a bunch of these spearmen, which means the scouts can engage fully soon. We've got a scout army here from Valis. We've got the scout army here from Hera and Mentalist. And Valessa is now over here with a bunch of spearmen. Mentalist taking maybe a fight he shouldn't have, but now he's finding value against the skirmishers. And another defensive tower forced here from Valis due to the play from Chris. Canada is at 42 military. Finland is at 27. Valessa may be thinking about clicking up to Castle Age, but he's still queuing skirmishers here. And the stable is almost dead. Canada is just full production mode right now. Full production mode. And this tower is providing so much pressure. Look at the panic here from Valis. He can't let this stuff in. He's going for stone walls behind this. Meanwhile, on the other side, Slam has kind of been unleashed. Slam is playing a 1v2 against the scouts from Max and the skirmisher spearman combo from Valessa. Slam is just now getting fletching. He's the second player of the game only to get fletching. And Chris is now looping around with these villagers once again. He doesn't have any stone. Never mind, he's gone for another watchtower there, so he did have stone. As Canada tries to take out the stable there from Max. Magyars versus Franks. As Mentalist jumps on these scouts from the other side, and Slam is trying to come up clutch from behind. But Slam's kind of out of position. He's trying to target those spearmen. However, Mentalist trying to prevent the skirmishers from Valessa from running away. And all the players have now reached the outside, or at least Mentalist has. Max has as well, as Valessa needs to back up. 45 military against 16, but Castle Age is on the way for Velis. And the Canadian players are not close. Chris looking for another tower spot. He's towering all the way along the line. He's walled off this tower. He didn't manage to wall this one off, but he's going for another one over here. God damn it. And the houses are going down. Now, Valessa is forced into a defensive tower of his own. Rubenstock has been on stone this entire time, though. And, oh, why do you need a palisade wall when you can just do that? Mental's looking for a way in. Very clever stuff from Rubenstock. Rubenstock might be able to drop a castle when he eventually gets to Castle Age. Castle Age on the way for Slam now. Castle Age also on the way for Max. Will they be able to get in here? I think Valessa is walled behind. There's no hole. House is going down. The skirmishers are now ranging the villagers. Still open on this side, but they don't know that. Amazing how the Goth player is the first one up from Team Canada. Another player up from Finland. The military count is significant here for Canada, and they have forward pressure on many areas of the Finnish base. But once again, Finland is reaching the Castle Age first, as Hera just now clicks up. Chris has not gone to the... Okay, he has gone to the outside here, but he's not on gold. He's going to have to sell resources, and he's doing it right now to get enough gold to click up to Castle Age. There's no gold in the center. Hera now with 16 scouts. If these scouts get upgraded to light cav and Hera gets in, that might be a problem for Finland. We're going to have double TC here from Valis, so he's going to start the boom. Slam is now coming forward, and Slam is waiting for Castle H. He's going to drop a castle. He's going to drop a castle here. You might even want to delete the TC. Or not the TC, the tower from Chris and put one on Valessa's TC. But no, the castle's going to go right here instead. Rubenstock will be in a position to drop a castle of his own. And I think Rubenstock might think about dropping a castle here, but Hera is here with a ton of scouts. Oh, God. You can't drop a castle here, that's for sure. Oh, boy. Mentalist now on the way up. Chris is on the way up. Everyone is going up to Castle Age, except for Valessa, who is really struggling here. Really, look at his eco. He's in no position. He had to respond to the towers. He had to pull villagers off of the farms. He's now dealing with a castle drop. He's trying to wall behind. And Hera's getting light cav. Slam going for petards. He's going to try and bust through. Hera's garrisoning the scouts. He's saying, Slam, ungarrison on the other side. Target the house with your castle. Being targeted. Scouts are working away. Light cav is coming in for Hera. And it's going to be wide open for Finland. Oh, boy, you need to run. Finland, you need to run. It is a ghost town here. Finland abandoning both bases. Max's eco. Nobody. It's a ghost town. Valessa's eco. Nothing at all. Oh, my God. At least it's the commitment from Finland, right? They're like, we can't stop this. We can't stop this. Holy respect to Finland to just make that executive decision. We need to leave, and we need to leave now. Let's hope these villagers don't pop this gate open once it's complete. Meanwhile, at the back here, very concerning things. Rubenstock is on the other side of the walls from Mentalist. The gate was not popped open. Hera can't get through with the light cav. Hera might be looking for an opportunity over here now, near Valis' base. Husk Girls are coming out from Slam. Castle is now going up from Rubenstock. But we've got Knights raiding at the back, and Mentalist is forced to respond to this. And Mentalist is losing some villagers over here. TC's going down to Hera. Knights are here from Max. Need to respect the Knight numbers. And the light cav are discovering the stables now, as Chris goes for stone walls behind this. Eco count is ahead for Finland. Military count continues to be ahead for Canada. And they've taken out 2 town centers from Finland. Valessa is now trying to go up to Castle Age. He's the only player still in Feudal Age. As Hera now tries to push in against this house. Nice split there. Still can't find any value with these light cav. Maybe we need some petards, some more petards from Slam to maybe bust a hole. Maybe get through this gate, send the light cav in, potentially. Who knows? Where's the army here from Chris? He doesn't have an army, I guess. Doesn't have an army. Had so many skirmishers before. And now he's sending it back over here. He's gotten pikemen, and he's sending it back to try and deal with this. Town bell? From somebody? Pog? That was like in my ear canal, dude. Loudest town bell ever, yeah. Canada's still with the military advantage. They're trying to boom up, though, because Finland have the eco advantage. You can see Valis has been on multiple TCs for a very long time. 83 villagers for him. Like, the best from Canada is Slam with 62. We see 74 villagers from Rubenstock. He's being pressured over here, so he has to respect this, but he's Gossed. If he gets boomed and starts spamming, could be difficult. And he's also still harassing at the backside here a little bit. We look at Max. Max is sitting at 59 villagers. Valessa has kind of been hit hard, but Canada needs to start catching up on villager count for sure. Nice quick wall there from Hera to prevent this stuff from coming in. He's sending the Knights back. Hera! The Knights are in. Knights are in for Max, and Hera's going to lose some villagers. Hera's still working away on all of these buildings. And, oh, you can't let this happen. You can't let Rubenstock be behind with Goss behind your wall. You cannot. You simply cannot. Uh-oh. There's a hole. It's been plugged. There's a Huskarl in there, and, well, Les is going to struggle to deal with that one. Just even one unit. On the other side, Stable is being walled off. Now we see Slam signaling this stuff over here. This Mentalist tries to reach out for another TC. They need to take care of this. They need to take care of this now. Hera's just been unable to find any opportunities with these light cap. I think it's open here, though. No, there's a tree behind. God damn it. I clicked it. There's a tree behind this. Great job from Valis and Rubenstock to keep them out. I mean, the only reason Finland is still in this game, guys, is because Finland left with all of their villagers for Valessa and Max's base. That was an incredible play to just abandon that position. That was wild. Never seen anything like that. It was the decision-making there. And there's the second castle from Rubenstock. Imperial H is on the way from Chris. And Chris is going into Cataphracts. Okay. Hey, if there's one way to stop the Goss, that might be it. Let him cook. Mentalist still trying to push. Hera's got 82 vills behind. Canada's starting to catch up on eco. Have they discovered this stuff yet? I still don't know, dude. The Knight is coming back here. This is just an awful position for Rubenstock to have. And now the walls are coming forward over here, too. Slam didn't make sure he got a forward position with his walls. I mean, he is Goth, so maybe that responsibility goes towards Mentalist or Hera or something. But Canada is going to be stuck in this little edge of the map. As our Magyaris player now starting to mass up Cav Archers, it's looking kind of concerning here for Canada. Really is. Like, they haven't been able to capitalize on their army count. Getting nervous here, folks. Imperial Age is on the way for Slam. Have they discovered this yet? Have they figured this out? They still haven't seen it. They know that a villager is still around here. And Mentalist is going to send the Knight back and find all of this stuff. Yeah, I think Slam definitely needed some petards over here, right? Or something to cut through. Knights from Max still roaming around. Hera's going to have to deal with that. Recurve bow. Heavy Cav Archer. Parthian tactics. Coming in here from Valis. Hera's going to kill a bunch of Vills from Valis, but he's got 127. He's already massing up Cav Archers. Really dangerous position. And we're going to need a lot of skirms, I think, from Chris. They've noticed this stuff, and they're going to try and deal with this. But it's another TC back here from Rubenstock. And this is just a distraction, right? You should be fully focused on Valis right now, because his army composition, it's just going to be disgusting. Knights still raiding here in Hera's economy. That's annoying as Hera clicks up to the Imperial H. Slam has Huskarls over here, and Slam's going to try and push forward and secure this area, but the wall is already down. Finland's playing so much better into the late game from this position than Canada is. Canada still has a lot of military, but is it really valuable? Or are the Cataphracts giving you too much? I guess they're kind of protecting your Trebs for the time being, but against the heavy Cav Archers, I don't know. Still not over, though. Finland's got a good setup. Can they capitalize on it? Finland's already starting the trade as well. And if Canada don't hold on to this corner, they can't get the trade rolling at all. Also, Mentalist only has one layer of wall between him and death. And Finland is still pushing forward. Where is this? Siege tower. Bro. Slam. This could be the play of the game from Slam. The siege tower is coming in. If he could send villagers to the back here, maybe he could disrupt the trade, get barracks back. He's only sending Huskarls, though. He's not sending Vils. He's not sending Vils. Castle coming up here from Hera. Valis is definitely going to deny this, though. And Rubenstock is still alive at the back here. It's disgusting. Some Huskarls are over on this side. They're going to try and deny this castle from Valessa, who is now at 123 villagers, by the way. Thank you very much. After having to delete his feudal HTC. Chris is still working away at the front side. And Hera is trying to make his way into Cav Archers. But the timings here for Finland are so good. Paladin coming in. Already recurve bow Cav Archers. 58 of them. We have all of the barracks set up back here from the Goths. Slam is going to have to deal with this. And there's absolutely nothing to do with this. Cataphracts now from Valessa. Cataphracts from Valessa are going to have a lot more impact. Elite Cataphract coming in. Canada. You've let this one go, boys. You've let this one go. Is there any way back? The Huskarls are here, and they're going to be pushing the Cav Archers away, which is great. Hera now teching the skirmishers. Slam is dealing with this stuff, and Mentalist is going for a castle here. The Cataphracts are coming out, though, and Slam can't deal with the Cataphracts. Cannot deal with the Cataphracts at all. The push is kind of happening here from Finland on this castle from Chris. He should be able to hold this. He still doesn't have Elite Cataphract. He's got to focus on this stuff coming forward now. Maybe skirms and halbs of his own. The Huskarls are pushing this back, though. So Slam, with 61 Huskarls, has found a position that is not up against Cataphracts. And he's kind of negating the Cav Archers here from Valis. Meanwhile, in the center, units still roaming around. Not really a super important area, this center of the map now, with all the gold on the outside. But the Cataphracts coming in now from this side, and we got 20 of them from Valessa. Still no trade route potential for Team Canada. They need to secure this. They need to get markets over here. They need to clear up this, which I think they've done finally. Only 2 villagers left over here from Rubenstock. Cataphract's still backing up here from Chris. Elite Cataphract is okay-ish against Paladin. Non-elite Cataphract just gets shredded. We look at the economy for Canada. It's still ahead. The military count is still ahead. But the map position here for Finland is looking really, really good. However, the Huskarls are in. And the Huskarls keeping the Cav Archers back. So maybe Canada has time to stretch out here. Try and gain control. Try and go for a trade line on that side. As Hera is now walling up behind this. That's a good wall. You need that wall. And if we look at super late game, if we have all the trade mixed in and everything, the addition of the Khmer to Canada's potential late game composition could be the difference maker. It's all mirrored except for Franks and Khmer. And if you have unlimited gold and a good food setup, Khmer do have a better late game than the Franks. But that's a long way away. That's a long way away, and they still don't have a trade line. However, the barracks are being cleared. The villagers are still here, though! And he's pulling all these Huskarls away! Chris, still fighting back. 33 helps. He's got a ton of trebs, and he's clearing up the barracks here from Rubenstock. Cataphracts have made their way over to this side, though, along with the Paladins. Here come the Siege Ram from Valessa. Anarchy on the way from Rubenstock, maybe to produce some more military back here. Remember, those villagers are still alive, and here it comes. You got to clear it up. Hussars are still here from Mentalists, and they're coming in. Killing villagers on this side. We look at the trade setup for Finland. It is so much better than Canada. Canada still has some gold in the bank. But now the Cataphracts are pushing. The Cav Archers are in. The Paladins are in. The Huskarls are at the back here. And the villagers are making more barracks. As Hera and Mentalist try and hold on this side with Slam. It's not going to work, folks. It's just not going to work, and Canada's going to have to figure out a way to win on Arena. Because I don't think they're winning here. They could probably go to Team Islands next. But if they want to win this set, they're going to have to figure out a way to win on Finland's home map. Just go Khmer Scorpions. Dude, Scorpions are so slow to get into. So slow. And they're so slow to move around. You can only use them on one front. Oh, this is what happens when you let Rubenstock into the back. He's a fox in the chicken coop. Or in the hen house, I guess you would say. And now Rubenstock is killing everything. Does Canada have anything going for them right now? They have the military count. I mean, look at the military count. Still 300 military. 65 halbs here from Chris. And he's pushing on this side, I guess. They're pushing the middle. And we got skirms here from Hera as well. 67 skirms with 69 halbs. But Valessa is pushing over here. The Cav Archers are still in here, although it looks like they're kind of clearing this up. Rubenstock is at 53 vills. Rubenstock got hit hard, guys. I kept looking over here and seeing occasional raids, but Rubenstock is getting hit hard. Canada's still at 300 military, but look at the eco. The eco difference for Finland is huge. Can Canada do this with no economy at all? No trade line at all. Nothing at all. Can they keep producing like this? Probably not. 40 trade for Max. 29 trade for Valessa. Chris is trying to take out the castle. Hera's got recurve bow now. For these Cav Archers, but he's stuck. He's stuck. Door stuck. And Valessa's on a warpath. They can't stop Valessa on this side. They simply cannot. They're finally clearing this stuff up. And that's a lot of population allocated towards this. But now the castle goes down for Mentalist. Please just kill these vills. Please. Just get rid of them. And how many recurve bow Cav Archers here on a hill? It's a lot from Valles. The military advantage. It's going to disappear shortly. Canada is trying their best. They just can't quite get it done. Slam is now at 64 villagers. Hera's at 45 vills. GG called. Well played, Finland. Canada didn't really play towards the end game, right? And also, they didn't use their military that they had from Feudal Age. That was a really great Feudal Age they had. They literally forced Max and Valessa to abandon all hope and leave the base over here. but then they couldn't get into the outside. Maybe a couple petards from Slam with coordination from Hera. Maybe if they got the light cav in, they could have done damage, but they just couldn't find the opportunity. And then at the back, they didn't wall forward fast enough. Mentalist did over here, but Slam and... Well, I mean, Slam's Goth, so he can't really. But Hera didn't do anything over here to wall forward. I think he cut a little bit too late to the outside. And then, of course, the biggest mistake of the game was just letting this happen. The villagers in the back, and you know the villagers are in the back, and then just not scouting that because you're busy with other things. So, Finland taking that one. And getting their trade line set up early was super nice. Well played. And now we go on to potentially Team Islands. Canada could pick Arena too, knowing that they need to win on Arena anyway. Coming home to your home map might be a possibility if they want to go for that. The middle being so unimportant past the very beginning of the game isn't great, I think. Is it that unimportant, though? I think, like, if you control the full middle, it's really good. Because you get a lot of map control. But in terms of resources, yeah. Like, you saw Canada still trying to push the middle, and Finland still holding the middle. Score update, sir. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Here we go. Game number 6. Finland's up 3-2. They've taken a home map from Canada. And now it's Canada's turn to respond. We are going to have the Saracens for Rubenstock up here in the north, and he's going to be matching up against Slam as the Portuguese. Now, Saracen, bias caster, you're goddamn right I'm biased, all right? You're goddamn right. I am part of this Canada team, okay? Biased to the core. Slam might struggle about the faster attacking galleys, but Portuguese will be spending less gold on their units. They can go for Fetorias later. His berries will be bringing in wood as well, so Portuguese are a good option to have on the flank. The dock spots are going to be kind of difficult for Slam, and I think he might end up docking at the back here. Maybe at the front, because the side is so far away for him to walk to. On the other flank, we're going to have Valessa playing as the Italians, and he will be matching up against Chris playing as the Vikings. So, classic water civilizations on this side. Vikings should have a little bit of an advantage with the cheaper galleys. But the fishing ships will be cheaper for the Italians. The age-ups will be cheaper. And, of course, they have the potential to make fires, which the Vikings do not. I wish Dave would use team colors. No. I need to know exactly who each player is. Thanks. In the center, we have Max playing as the Sicilians, and he is going to be paired with Valis as the Burgundians. Two really good civ combinations here. Burgundians were already used from Team Canada, and that's why we see the Aztecs coming out for Mentalist. And remember the game against China, guys. Mentalist went full rat mode with the Aztecs on the enemy island, and he managed to hold that position and win the game for them. Will it be another show of what Mentalist can do if he's behind enemy lines with villagers? I don't know. Hera also playing as the Sicilians on this side. Transport ships will be cheaper. We'll have more line of sight with Sicilians in the game. Also, it's easier to boom with them. TCs go up faster. You get a little bit of extra stone, too. And they take less bonus damage. So it's a fantastic civ for an island setting like this. We can see Max already coming forward with the dock. So he's going to be transporting across, probably landing. Hera's going to try and transport across. Mentalist will probably try and transport across as well in Hera's transport ship. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Can we have a total wood count for each team? It looks like Canada has the bigger island, but I think Finland has the same amount of wood lines. Let's see. We're going to have 178k plus that. I think I'm not missing anything. 200k on the island from Canada. And then we're going to have 116 200K. Oh my god, bro, that map scripting though. Holy shit, dude. 199K exactly for both. Can we get a... That might be the most impressive thing we've seen all day. Can we get a clap for the map scripters here? Is it always like that? No, some teams have had more wood. Map scripting is a difficult thing to do. That's beautiful, bro. In theory, that shouldn't be that hard, but it is. Feudal Age is on the way for all of the Canadian players before the Finns, except for Orange here, Valessa. He is, why does Canada's Island look like Patrick sitting down? Kinda does, though. It does. Dude. It does, though. I didn't even watch SpongeBob, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Wow, what a great call out, bro. Can't be unseen. Literally can't be unseen. Valessa is on the way to the Feudal Age. I'm nervous, man. I'm laughing, but I'm nervous. Mentalist is already coming around with a transport ship. That transport is coming all the way from the back. Chris is going to load his scout up here. Looks like Max has a forward, and Mentalist is coming forward with villagers. This could pay out for Mentalist. Max might not be able to get his stable down in time. Mentalist has come forward to try and load into the transport ship, but he's run into Max. Is he going to engage here with the villagers against this? He's going to go for a barracks of his own. He's going to have his eagle here, and he's going to be signaling this for his allies, as Max will load up into this transport ship once again and just kind of peace out. Hera is already across, though, and Hera is going scouts. He's got the stable coming up. The wall's already coming down from Team Finland. Team wall is being attempted on this side. Now Max walling himself off. Valis walling himself off, and Rubenstock walling himself off too. Rubenstock will be going for water, no surprise there. No one from Team Canada except Mentalist has back docked, and Mentalist is near enough to the docks from Chris. He should be kept safe. So even if Rubenstock wants to bypass Slam's Navy somehow, he's not going to find any value at the edge. Team Canada now finding these villagers, and Mentalist is going to try and wall these in. He's got 4 villagers here. He hasn't gone for probably the archer play that he wanted to, but using the villagers to wall in this stable and the vills from Max should probably provide a lot of value, as he needs to just get this last wall here. He does, and then maybe gate around this, and you should be fine. Let's see what Hera can do with the scouts. The stable is up. The villagers are here. Slam pushing out on this side against Rubenstock. He does have more ships right now. Rubenstock is kind of struggling with production. Chris just playing the water battle against Valessa over on this side. Mentalist is now going for some additional eagles and trying to clear up this stuff, but he hasn't walled around that stable, so that means that Max can choose to make more scouts if he wants to, but he doesn't have any scouts in production. Max might be struggling a little bit in terms of the eco. He only went for 2 fishing ships forward because he made this forward dock and went for the landing, so his food eco behind this is not the greatest. And now Hera is getting a donjon here. That donjon is taking out basically 2 stones and a gold, and he can press into Rubenstock's base. And Rubenstock is going to be completely preoccupied with Slam. Like I said, he's a cheat code, guys. Rubenstock losing now against Slam, and now suddenly the fish from the pocket player Valis are threatened here by the galleys from Slam. Slam is winning water on this side. On this side, Chris is just trying to survive against Valessa. It's been in many galley battles of his own, Chris, over the years, and the scout. Hello? Hello? Let me out! He's done this on purpose so that the tower can't hit him. Scout's gonna die eventually, though, and the landing for Max has been completely stalled out. The villagers went down. The scouts are being denied. Hera now on stone. He's looking to push out this way as Castle Age is on the way for Valis, but Slam is on the way back here. Looking for the fish. Canada is ahead right now. Canada's doing fantastic work right now. Chris is trying to push on this side with the Vikings. Chris needs to try and go up, though, at a reasonable time, because right now it looks like Valessa is going to be faster to the Castle Age. Scout is still looking to escape. Chris is still pushing. Chris is still pushing. Slam, now killing all of the fish at the back. Fish from Valis are going down, and that means he's going to need a food. Where is his food eco? Are we scared of the stable here from Valis with no food economy at all? He's only on berries. He doesn't have any farms. His fishing ships just died. Are we scared of this? I don't think so. I think I'm very not scared of that. Scout is still alive, by the way. And there's another scout here kind of harassing Slam. As the ships now from Rubenstock make their way around, he might be able to find the ships from the fishing ships from Mentalist, potentially. As Slam will loop around and try and find the fish from Max, which are forward. Chris is still pushing on this side. Valessa is still not up to the next stage. I heard the town bell again. Is that a Chris thing? And Hera is suddenly in here. Hera is in here at the same time that Valessa needs to micro his ships. He could lose a lot of vills without noticing. Hera is really harassing the berries, and Valessa is trying to micro over here, and Chris is going to clear the whole navy from Valessa. And he's losing vills. And he's losing villagers. Where are Hera's fish? Hera's fish are dead, because Rubenstock has killed them, but Slam is clearing up the navy. And he's still losing villagers! Hera trying to block this vill. He's trying to block her. He's trying to kill her. He's trying to get her. Oh, he gets her, dude. What? How on earth? She was so close to the TC. She was so close to the TC. Oh, my God. All the players from Finland now on the way up. All the players except for Chris on the way up. But now Chris clicks up. And Chris is still killing the navy here from Valessa. We can look at the Eco KD right here. I mean, it's not looking good for Finland, is it? We don't see... Okay, we see 7 kills for Rubenstock and 1 for Valessa. And those were the fishing ships earlier. But Max has snuck over here. This is concerning for Team Canada. Max has snuck over with stables, and they have no vision on this. The Eagle is coming over, but it doesn't see the stables, and I don't think Mentalist is going to suspect that Max is here. What kind of eco behind this does Max have? It's not amazing, but at least he's got some farms to maybe produce some knights. Mentalist still doesn't see it. Still doesn't see it. Slam will go up for a couple additional TCs. Hera is now hiding his villager inside of that donjon, but he's able to get a stable forward. So knights will come out from Hera on the enemy island as well. And he's still got these scouts roaming around. These scouts have killed 7 villagers. These 3 scouts. That is wild. Scout here. From Max, we'll get maybe walled in from Hera. No, he's not paying attention. Doesn't notice. It goes both ways. And the galleys are being cleared up by Slam. Mentalist did lose a couple fish, I think, against those galleys. As Valessa now tries to dive and take out the fish from Chris and Mentalist. But Chris is going to be all over that. These galleys have 17 kills. Chris has done a pretty good job so far this game. Dave, who do you want to win? I don't know. Guess. Slam. Clearing up the galleys here from Rubenstock. All the Finnish players are going for additional TCs. Mentalist still has not spotted this. Yeah, we still have no vision on this stuff. That is truly unfortunate. The crossbows could come over and clear that up right away, but this is going to become a problem shortly. Dave, do you think Canada realistically have a chance versus Finland on arena? ... Don't ... me. You don't even know who you're ... dotting. Oh boy. Oh, Hera doesn't notice. Hera's busy. He doesn't see. Hera doesn't see. He's busy over here. He doesn't notice the knights killing villagers, and now he's Xing it. Chris is Xing it for Hera. And Hera's at 32 villagers only. It's the lowest villager count in the game. He's trying to quick wall here. He gets the quick wall down. He's got to go for more quick walls on the other side, and he doesn't quite get that. And he's got to be wondering, like, where is the knights coming from? They're coming from over here. Mentalist just hasn't seen it. Mentalist has transported the crossbows across. He's going to try and do some damage on Valessa. Slam is still controlling the water over on this side. Chris is still controlling the water over on this side. And Chris is going to be pushing out. Galleys, though, from Valessa have snuck past. Might be able to kill some fish. And Mentalist will lose more villagers to those knights. And it's just too many knights, right? It's too many knights to have just been transported over here. There has to be villagers. There has to be a stable somewhere. And now there's a TC from Max. Oh, boy. And he still can't even see it. Dude, he can't see any of these buildings here. If Finland's going to win, it's going to be off of this pressure from Max. And the scout is still alive. What? But the crossbows are here in Valessa's base. And now the TC is being taken out by the war galleys. The crossbows are denying the farms. Hera is still forward with some units, providing pressure. But Finland is catching up on the Vil count. And a big reason for that is the presence of Max over here. Being very distracting. And now Mentalist is going to lose a monk. Slam now losing some Vils to the Knights. Max is keeping this competitive in Canada while we're ahead by a lot in military count. Finland is going to take the lead here in eco. Stress in Dave's voice. Yeah, I'm very stressed right now. And Mentalist is losing more. Guys, we need to figure out that there's knights. There's a stable here. There's a TC here. Finally, something. Finally, Mentalist will see this. That there is a landing here from Max. Hera denying the TC from Valessa. TC has gone down over here. Ships from Chris have looped around on this side. Slam still controlling the shoreline. Should probably come over here at some point with the ships. Hera now diving with the knights. Maybe giving up a few conversions. Looking for knight on monk action. And he's going to clear this up eventually. But he did lose 2 knights in the process. However, the crossbows are over here from Mentalist. Stalling out the economy again. Canada is now behind on eco. Slam, though, has gone for some knights on this side. And he's going to be attempting to clear up this landing here. They know this landing is a priority. If they're controlling water, they cannot let the enemy have a presence on their island. Castle is now here from Valis. And Valis does have Cavalier, but Hera's still got some knights roaming around. Still has some light cav. Now the transport from Max is going to get cleared up. Castle going down from Max, and these are old Sicilians, so that castle will go up. Canada's just going to have to try and push this back. Slam has added fishing ships, but nobody else has. Chris hasn't added additional fishing ships. Mentalist hasn't added additional fishing ships. Chris, however, is on the way to Imperial Age, and he's loading up. Chris will be sending villagers over to the other island. We already have Hera here, kind of, although no villagers still over there. As Rubenstock is now trying to go up to Imp. Slam looping around with these galleys. He's still being annoying against Rubenstock. Rubenstock is at 95 villagers, though, and he has more vills than Slam. Slam does have the fishing ships, so that's something. Chris now is on the enemy island. Finland should be able to see this. They see one barracks, and they see some villagers building, and Chris is going to be going into champions, I suppose. Champion Pikeman with the Vikings here. Pikeman isn't the greatest, even with chieftains. And Chris doesn't have a castle even to get chieftains. Mentalist, though, converting the stables. Another TC attempted here from Max. Max is full rat mode over on this side, trying to hold on to this island colony somehow. And it's going to be full pikeman from Chris. Full pikeman. And now the men-at-arms research is coming in, along with supplies. Chris is just going to spam infantry here, folks. Oh boy, we're not even going to have our Vikings player on the water. He's not going longboats, just going land. Siege ram champion. Push. Hera still doesn't have any villagers over here. Slam is now looping around this way. Doesn't have ballistics for his ships, and war galleys can never deny castles. Seen it so many times. My Age of Empires career is Hera now finding some value maybe against the villagers from Valis, but it's actually his own villagers that go down on this side. He is finding value in Valessa's base though, killing some more vills as Valessa is going up to Imp. Canada have evened out and surpassed in the eco count. But you just have to wonder if this landing from Chris is going to do enough. I mean, his Vikings. And they still haven't cleared up this stuff. Mentalist is on the way up to Imp. Max is on the way up to Imp. And Max is going on another raiding journey. Slam is going to have to track this and take care of it. Canada do still have kind of water control. But it looks like Rubenstock is going to take it back. The Saracens on this side. Canada do still have a landing. And Chris is going to be able to take care of the Castilier and get some rams in behind this. But Max still has presence, and Max now goes for another TC. Just a couple villagers is all it takes to completely disrupt the game. Hera with some big raids in the back here, though. He's got a Cavalier that he converted. He's got some Knights, and he's seeing the docks now from Valessa, who's going to try and get back on water himself. And Slam is fully realizing what's happening. He's queuing up some more galleys. Longsword's on the way here for Chris. What's the plan for Hera? Hera's still only at 95 villagers. His economy really got hurt by those raids from the Knights. Mentalist is still only on Team Canada's island. Valessa is forced to go into Condottiero. Can Chris steamroll here? Can Chris steamroll with a Viking landing? This is old patch. This is pre-Gambescence. This is Prambescence. Does he have villagers left over? He's still got some vills. Infantry all over Max's base. And Max, I think, got First Crusade. The sergeants came out here. Chris is taking out TCs. Max is losing his forward. Slam now investing into Navy, as the Saracen Navy is very powerful. Faster firing galleys are great. Slam does have the option to go for caravels if he wants to. And he's in Imperial Age now, but he does not have any Fetorias just yet. And here come the Castilier. Chris still doesn't have a castle, so he doesn't have chieftains, if you're wondering about that. Max going for elite sergeant. There goes the castle. There goes his vills, and Max is suddenly down to 78 vills here, folks. Max is down to 78 vills. Between Chris raiding him on this side and Mentalist and Slam clearing up everything on this side, he doesn't have a whole lot. Cancels the elite sergeant upgrade. He's down to 60 villagers. He is down to 60 villagers. More docks being added from Chris. Chris is now going to start investing onto the water. He's chosen to go for galleons instead of the longboats. We need to see Fetorias here from Slam at some point. Running out of resources. I think he's almost pop capped though, so maybe he doesn't want to get into it. They're just going to get into trade, I suppose. Hera now going full water with Sicilians. Fire galleys on the way. Carrick on the way from Slam. Could see longboats and caravels as Mentalist now goes for a castle. Chris needs to protect this. Chris really needs to protect this castle. If Mentalist can get this down, that could be massive. The landing is finally being cleared up, but it feels like the landing did something. Right? It just completely nuked Max. And forced Valis to fully focus on land to take care of that. But uh-oh. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Here comes some Castilier. They're elite Castilier. And Mentalist is trying to transport over. Mentalist will go for a castle here, and he's going to be attacked on the front side. Let's see how fast the signal comes in here from Team Canada. Mentalist trying to complete this castle. Pull the villagers away. 96%. Send them back. Wait. Mentalist will go out for this, and I think he's noticed. He's going to send the monks over. He's busy. He's busy maybe trying to get this castle up. There we go. Monks start converting. Pikemen are here. But the Castilier are going to be in. Mentalist, the only player from Team Canada that still has a foothold on the enemy island. And still no Fatorias here from Slam. But he's kind of winning with Hera in the center. Mentalist also going for champions. All they need to do is get him over to the other island. And then they can sling him. And he can put in the work. Trying to go for Trebs, but yeah. This castle's going to get cleared up. Castle here from our Burgundian player. Mentalist is here with Pikemen. 4+8. Castilier are being massed up. Hera's still contesting the water with Slam. And still losing villagers. Hera's at 134 villagers right now, though, so he can afford to lose a couple. And Chris is now pushing on this side. That castle's going to go down pretty quickly. Valis saving villagers, though, and he's pulling them over here. Let's see if Mentalist can clear this up. And more Castilier on the way with hand cannons this time. Oh, the castle almost sniped that. Oh, my God. And look at this from Valis. He's going to get the hand cannon set up behind this. He's going to hold on to this castle as long as he possibly can. He's still killing villagers over here, these Castilier. Oh, 16 villagers killed. Oh, boy. Rubenstock holding really nicely at the front side. Slam, though, with elite cannon galleon already, and he's trying to take care of the docks. Hera can push in towards this navy, too. Mentalist army has been completely wiped here. He's going to have to start focusing on clearing this area. What on earth? Max has made donjons at the back with his sergeants. We need to clear this, Canada. We cannot allow this to happen. So many things going on, right? It's very, very difficult to keep track of everything. But Canada needs to swat every single landing like it were a bug. And Slam is now going for a castle to try and do exactly that. Another donjon coming up for Max, though. The Cavalier are very confused. Okay. Navy coming back past this castle. Chris is now under threat of being double teamed. He's got elite cannon galleon himself. Slam is pushing like a madman on this side. And Rubenstock has completely abandoned this position in the center, but now he's massing up over here now. Hera also with cannon galleons. So many cannon galleons from Team Canada. Mentalist needs to deal with this. The cannon galleons are taking care of this castle. It will go down. There's another one after it. Mentalist needs to deal with this and then start transporting ships. Or sorry, units over to the other side. But look at this flank. Look at this flank from Hera. Patrolling on stand ground or maybe even no attack stance behind here. He's trying to get himself into a fantastic position. And then he'll turn tail and start attacking these galleons from Vallessa. It's an excellent flank, and Chris is going to clear up everything behind. Military count really taking over for Canada. Great fight there from Hera. Send in the fires. And the cannons are dealing with every single dock on the front. Mentalist is finally in a position to clear this up. Canada's turning this franchise around. Canada is turning this franchise around. Let's see what Max is doing at the back here. Hera finally had enough. He's going for a castle of his own. Elite sergeants now. Maybe Max can make some more donjons yet. Full rat mode for Max this entire game. Bombard tower now on the way for Valis. Slam needs to get Fetorias set up. I guess the trade is nice, but Fetorias are going to be key here. Unfortunately, they need Slam allocating pop towards the water.
Candia, let's go.
So many cannon galleons from Canada. Really, really nice addition. The thing with cannon galleons, you can't just send them out alone. You need Navy in front of them. And you can see the value they're getting already. Clearing up the castle on this side, right? Mentalist now just finishing his job, clearing all that land army. They cleared up all the docks on the front, and Finland is now trying to redock over here. Now they're clearing up the castle on this side, too. Treb did a little shimmy there. Donjons are finally gone. The donjons are finally gone. And Mentalist is thinking about maybe transporting over. Where is the army for Mentalist? Where are the champions? The champions are at the back here. He's got to transport over. He's got to find a way to get his champions maybe into Vallessa's eco. There's nothing here. Like if he drops off champions here, oh my goodness. The Cassilia are finally looping over. Mentalist is going for fast fires of his own. He's got the transport ships ready to go. No! What are we doing? Hello? Misclick. Slam also pushing on this side. Huge water battles. Chris is pushing on this side, and Vallessa is struggling. And this is where the trade is from Finland. Let's go, Team Canada. Look at the military count. Eco count is ahead for Finland still. Vallessa desperately going for more docks at the back. Valence adding in bombard towers now. The markets are dead. The trade line needs to be revised. Mentalist will be on his way over shortly. If the transport ship doesn't get absolutely nuked by this bombard tower, which I think it might. Uh-oh. 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 Is that patrolling? No. No, dude. He's loading up, but he sees the transport, so he will know. And he's going to warn his team. Quick walls here from Chris. Pog. They can't get through. The way is shut. On this side, Rubenstock pushing back a little bit. Slam thinking about getting something set up over here, too. Still no Fetorias for him. He's just focusing on the trade, I suppose. Chris is still pushing in from this side. What a game we have here. Holy. Bias cast is a bit annoying. That's fine. You can go somewhere else. I don't need you here. That's fine. Castle going down for Max. And nothing on the enemy island anymore from Finland. Ban the Finnish spy. No, I'm trying to be fair to Finland. I'm just cheering for Canada, dude. I've been upfront with that from the very beginning. So if you have a problem with it, you can go somewhere else. I'm enjoying this a lot. And I'm trying to share my passion with everyone else. Bombard tower is being taken down. Castles. Now on this side from Slam. There is Castilier in the trade, though. So that's a good landing for Valis. He did manage to sneak through. But Team Canada is controlling the water fully now. And that is transitioning onto sniping some of the trade on the sides. Finland holding on, though. And Finland has managed to push this castle back. Maybe Canada has a little bit too much of their pop allocated towards the water. Finally, Mentalist is here. Finally, Mentalist is here. He's unloading the transport ships. He's getting barracks set up. And he's sending the champions in. Oh, boy, is it ever a traffic jam in here. Holy... If you're Finland, you're sitting here, you're hoping for nomads as a unique tech. Where are the Mongols when you need them? Oh my god. Aztec champions in here. 13 plus 8, but Valessa is pushing back on this side. Chris will need to pull away, and when he pulls away, he's going to lose some more ships. He's got cannon galleons working away. He can range this wood line, and wood will start to become an issue. This Mentalist attempts to go for a castle over here. He's going to try and quick wall his villagers. And he gets them. Trade is running right into the Navy at the front side, too. Galleon's just working away on a bomber tower. Extremely casually. And Slam, well, Slam's still unable to complete this castle. It's been a good job from Rubenstock, honestly. He was behind from the very beginning. He's contested on water this entire time. He's got his eco up and running. And he got his trade up and running early, too. He's been able to hold on. But Slam now with this castle, Slam with Trebs. Might be in a better position. Bombard Tower now coming in from Valessa as well. And now Hera is on the enemy island here with stables. And I think Hera's deleted some of his ships, or maybe he's sending them over here. And he doesn't mind if he loses them so that he can get more pop space for the cavalry. And oh no. Oh, we got 50 villagers here from Valessa. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Hera will just sit a couple galleons here. He'll send the rest over to this side. He's letting Valessa get a lot of wood on that side. Interesting. But the champions are ripping through castles now from Mentalist. The Navy is still pushing forward here for Slam. Eco count is still ahead for Finland. They have a lot of trade. Slime still doesn't have any Fetorias. Oh, no, he has one. Okay, he's got one Feitoria. And Mentalist has been denied off that castle, so Finland's not giving up. And Finland actually might clear this push. Will they be able to hold over here, though? What's the wood count looking like? Valessa has a lot of wood. Finland has a lot of wood, guys. They've got a lot of wood here. And Hera is selling wood? No, 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 no. We do not sell wood in this position. We do not. He's going to go for Cavalier, and he's pushing here, though. He's finally lost some of his navy. Does he have Halberg? Not yet. Or no, he does have Halberg. He doesn't have the second armor upgrade. He's lost some of his navy, so he has pop space now to push on this side, and he's right in the middle of the trade. So I guess it doesn't matter if he sells wood, if he manages to get his Cavalier onto the main island. And the cannon galleons are still working away. Another market goes down. Galleons from Chris doing some work on the villagers. Mentalist still trying to fight away against Valis. He's going to clear up these hand cannons. He's going to clear up this Treb, and he's going to start working away on that castle. And Hera is still raiding in the back here with Cavalier. He's taking out this castle from Valessa, and oh, his Cavalier are just feasting, aren't they? You can't destroy trees with cannon galleons. It's a big navy. Like, Max and Valesa combining onto the water here. Suddenly, Chris is in a rough position. Chris will need to back up. He's got okay, I was talking about how Canada doesn't have any wood. I mean, Chris has 115 galleons in the queue. 115 galleons in the queue. And the Oregon guns are now coming in from Slam into the trade line. The Eagles are coming in from Slam. Slam is still holding on this side. First time Finns, more military. Yep, they're going back on the water here. 91 ships for Valesa. He's been holding incredibly well on this side, despite everything that's happening to him. But land pressure is going to start to matter here. Canada's going to have more land military. Castilier are chasing these Cavalier around. Take a look at the Eco KD. I mean, Hera has just been farming the last couple minutes, hasn't he? 245 economy killed, and you can see the economy right now for Finland dropping like crazy. Now, it's not the worst thing in the world because they will have more population to put into military. And after all of the wood is gone, you only really need trade. You don't need villagers. But still, they're denied off a lot of this wood. How much wood is up here? We got 5,000 wood up there. We got wood over here, which is contested. Chris is now being pushed back on this side. Take a look at the resources. Max now running out of wood. He's got one ship in the queue. He's buying wood. Everyone is buying. Oh my god, it's a frenzy. It's a feeding frenzy at the market. Hera's buying wood. He has none. And now the decision to sell all of his wood, or a lot of his wood, is looking a little bit suspect. The Slam at Feitoria has only got one, dude. He should have more, I think. Oh, no. He's got 3 more. Okay. He's got 3 more. So he deleted some vills. He's only at 14 villagers. And now he's got Feitoria's bringing in resources. But Canada's wood situation is looking pretty dire. Crystal has a ton of ships queued. Crystal has a ton of ships in the queue. 76 in the queue. And if we're going super late game, the team with Portuguese should win. And Mentalist is now taking the wood from the enemy's island. I thought he was going to come land here with some military buildings, but nope. Smart play is just chopping the wood. Chopping the wood. Team Finland also doesn't have any cannon galleons. So they've had a great pushback here. But how are they going to capitalize on this without cannon galleons? Where are they? Oh, no, they have 4. Okay. Valesa has 4 in here. They were hiding. If Canada manages to snipe these, it's going to be really difficult for Finland to remake them. Hera's still chasing. Still chasing the trade. Still chasing the vills. Mentalist is now in here with some more champions. Oregon guns are still here from Slam. And the wood is still being chopped by Mentalist. Wood is completely out on this side from Team Finland. Is there any more wood on this map? Doesn't look like it. And Hera's still spamming Cavalier. What is Finland's path to victory here? They're hoping that Canada has severely mismanaged their economies and that they're going to be running out of resources. And they kind of are right now, but Hera's in a position where he can spam light cav. And Slam has Feitoria. That's just too many units, right? We still have a lot of Castilier here from Valis, but Hera is into the trade again. Still without the final armor? Oh boy. You're right. He is. GG called. Canada taking it to game 7 in a crazy islands game. What a fight from Finland there. Holy. I thought they were toasted like 3 times that game, and they always managed to come back. Wild play. So Canada gets a win on their home map. I mean, amazing play from Max to sneak over here. And you could see that, like, Mentalist just didn't see the stable for a very long time. Max even got a TC up without them seeing it. The Knights wreaked havoc in Hera's base. They were on Slam's base, Mentalist base, Chris base. Chris Farms, by the way. Famous. He was the original T90 farmer, by the way. He was the original. Oh, boy.
Sheesh.
God, I played so bad this game. I need to focus less game. They get out of my chat, Hera. We need focus. We need commitment. We need sheer will.
Fuck you, Riley. I made your mom so much.
Mentalist was trying to go for outpost, Todd. He had already killed the landing. Like, Mentalist did a great job killing this initial landing from Max and taking care of the villagers. It's just a little bit of complacency, right? They were controlling the water, so he didn't realize this transport ship came over there. And Max did a fantastic job keeping Canada busy. Rubenstock this game did a really great job contesting water after he initially lost to Slam. Valis was just full-on land army, Castilier, transporting them across, trying to keep Canadians from doing anything. And then Valessa, I felt like Valessa played quite well as well. But Canada, Chris, Slam on the water, amazing. Mentalist did what he needed to do, and Hare also did what he needed to do. Zeno, thank you for the gifts up there, Hera. Fat Frog, Pog, thank you. Anonymous, thank you for gifting to Boston Bruins TV. Ew. Boston Bruins TV. Ew. Look at the trade profit here from Hera. It's actually quite good. Got his trade set up early. Also, Valis was slinging. He was slinging a lot to Max. Dave, you're playing. I'm subbing you in. No. 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 We're not playing arena. Sorry. Canada versus Finland, game 7. Good luck to both teams going into this. We're going to be looking at the civs now. Mentalist is going to be playing as the Turks. Hera will not be the Turks, as many of you speculated. Mentalist will be playing as the Turks on the side, and that is an unfortunate position for his sheep to die. But he should be fine. He's busy pushing deer as well. He will be matching up against Valessa, playing as the Slavs on the corner position here. Maybe a Detenants kind of monks kind of play. Who knows? On the other side, we're going to have Slam as the Bengalis. And he will be matching up against Rubenstock as the Aztecs. So Monk v Monk action potential. I think Bengalis are a better late game civ than Aztecs, but we'll see. In the pocket position, we have Max playing as Teutons. And Teuton team bonus here is going to be... mwah. Mwah. I'm kissing the air. Mwah. It's going to be amazing. Right? Because Slam can't really go into monks if they have conversion resistance. And the final position here will be Valis playing as Bohemians. And we know Valis, if he gets late game, he is an absolute demon. Team bonus is conversion resistance to everyone on your squad. It's very nice. And they're also great in a booming position. They have great paladins, and we know what Max can do with paladins. Hera, though, playing as the Poles here in the pocket position. I wonder if he's going to go for the same approach that Team India did with the Poles. Dragonstar played them twice, and instead of opening with Cavalier, he just opened Elite Obuk, which could be a play, especially against Teutons, right? Strip all that armor down. They got a lot of armor, but they're ready to be stripped. They're ready to take it off.
Go Canada, and go Kraken from Seattle.
Thank you, DPMT. Thank you for the 2 months. And then Chris playing as the Cumans here. And Chris will attempt to go for the 2TC boom with the Cumans. See how well I can pull it off. Don't know how much experience Chris has with the Cumans. He has been playing DE quite a while, though. We'll see. He's forced to queue another villager. He can't quite go up on 17 vills. Let's make it 18. He's got enough food in here. Yeah, he can garrison click up to the next stage. Come on, Chris. There we go, buddy. And he's up. 18 villagers, going to go double TC. Yesterday, in the Brazil versus Argentina set, we saw all 4 scouts from Brazil hanging out in, or no, it was Argentina. All 4 scouts from Argentina hanging out around the front side of the pocket space, and then the player that was initially going to castle drop the flank player came forward and castle dropped the pocket player and effectively put Dogao out of the game with Mongols. So we'll see if we've got the same strategy. All of the Canadian scouts kind of have the flying V. Dude, the Mighty Ducks are back again, bro. They're keeping formation. I don't know what they're searching for, but all 4 of them are together. The scouts from Finland are all over the place. Rubenstock is pushing a deer into the wilderness. Go back to where you belong. Go home, deer. Ducks fly together, exactly. And Team Canada is just trying to get this scout for Max, I suppose. Miracles do happen in arenas. True. Oh no, it's going back again. Come on, buddy. Under the TC. Come on, Ruben. Ruben, come on. There you go. Nice. Just milled that deer. Dude, ducks do fly together. What is going on here? Canada with the scout posse here, just hanging out. Look at this. Mentalist has the follow command on Chris's scout right now. And Chris is suddenly way faster than Mentalist because he's already in Feudal Age. And Mentalist is like, wait up. Hera broke the formation. They're still kind of together here. Slam is keeping an eye on the front of Max's base. And Canada is now looping around over towards Valis' base. Valis will be reaching the Feudal Age. 22 villagers. He's going to go FC here. Max going to go FC on 22 villagers himself. We see Feudal Age now coming in for Slam, and he gets 2 additional villagers because of Bengalis. And he is going to go FC, 24 villagers because of the +2. Mentalist will be on stone already, and Mentalist is going to go 24 villager up into Castle and probably Janissaries. Chris is already in Feudal Age, of course, with the 2nd TC. And Chris got Loom? Huh? Why? Maybe he was housed. Hera is going up to Feudal. And Hera went for the farms before... Hera went for the farms before Horse Collar with the pulse. You might think this is ugly, that he doesn't have farms around the TC, but of course he can go for the full works behind. Doesn't have a lot of room here to go for full works, though. And he's added the stable already. So is Hera going to go into scouts, or is it going to be like light cav, or is it going to be knights for him? It's a question. He's going to have to send or sell 100 stone, though, to click up to Castle Age. Hera doesn't like Horse Collar. Yeah, I know. He likes skipping Horse Collar initially sometimes, and then just getting it for the second round. Second round of farms. I've had conversations with him about it. And he's confident with it. Whether it's like the correct decision, I don't know. He's probably the best player in the world right now. So if there's anyone you're going to trust, it should probably be him. But he believes in it, and as long as you believe in something in Age of Empires, it'll work more often than not. You just need to commit. Sounds weird, man. That's the way the game works, man. Confidence. You have confidence in your strategy, it's gonna be a way better strategy. Way better execution than if you don't. I believe in full Dark Age push. You can beat somebody out there, buddy. Alright, Hera's running away. Chris is here, but they can't really engage against this, and well, the scout battles aren't going to matter all too much. Hera's gone for an additional scout as he's on the way up to Castle Age. Also have Castle Age on the way for Mentalist. He's about 20 seconds behind Velissa. And Velissa is going on stone with the Slavs. Mentalist is going to have enough stone to drop a castle. Velissa is going to have enough stone to drop a castle. 3 TCs here from Max. No stable. 3 TCs here from Valis. No military production at all. No monastery either. Triple TC from Slam, and he's got the most vills in the game because of Bengalis. Getting 4 villagers basically for free, and he got heavy plow. So Hera doesn't believe in horse collar right away. Slam doesn't believe in placing a farm until he has heavy plow. Although I think these ones came down earlier. Yeah, that one did. That one did. But right in time for them to expire, heavy plow is in. Behind this, Hera goes for a couple additional town centers. And he queues up some scouts. Is anyone from Team Canada going into monks? Doesn't seem like it. Chris is still booming here with the Cumans. Chris has 46. Sorry, I meant of the players that were going FC. Of course, the Cuman player is going to have the most fills. And Chris is about to click up to Castle Age. Mentalist will be in Castle Age soon. Where is the castle coming from? Velissa? This forward gold is annoying, and Mentalist is going to try and castle this forward gold, but Velissa is wisely. He's there with his scout. Did he see this? I think he did. I think he saw the villagers coming forward, and he's coming forward. The villager of his own, maybe? Is he just waiting to place the castle until he sees the one from Mentalist? Why is he delaying so much? There we go. There it is. Monastery Siege Workshop over here from Rubenstock. So he's still on 1 TC. Just now getting the Monastery in the Siege Workshop. Rubenstock is definitely behind Slam. Slam is on 45 villagers right now. Rubenstock doesn't even have a single military unit produced, and he's on 33 vills. And he's got enough stone for a castle, but can you get it down? He's on the way to Imp. Oh, he had it queued up behind Loom. Dude, I was looking at his res. I'm like, what on earth is he doing? But he had it queued up behind Loom. And he's going to go to Imp. That explains a whole lot. That explains a whole lot. So he's going to go for a forward castle into Trebs. Your casting is getting sloppy. Shut up, Ra. I thought we were teammates, dude. What are you doing, man? All you have to do is watch, bro. You don't have to speak. Just watch and type. Fourth TC from Max. He's booming like a madman. 34 farms. Forward castle here from Mentalist. It's on the gold. And Mentalist is on the way up to Imp. So Mentalist will not go for the Janissary production. He's going to go Imperial Age himself. And he's chosen to go Imp and then Loom. Rubenstock went Loom and then Imp. I'd give the advantage to Mentalist. That's a Chad play. He doesn't even have Loom for a forward castle, bro. We can save that for another time, he says. In a 4v4. Just out in the open, no military support. Yeah, I can get this down. How much better in terms of elo is Mentalist better than Survivalist? I think peak, he's probably like 200 elo better. Also has a lot more experience, right? 4th TC here from Hera, and Survivalist doesn't play a lot of team games. And Hera is just trying to fit the fullworks in wherever he can. And he's done a pretty good job of it. 4 TCs for Chris, 68 villagers for him. Max has the best boom in the game, and Max, well, he historically has one of the best booms in Age of Empires. If he's left alone. Sanctity on the way for Rubenstock. He's already in the Imperial Age. He already has the castle, but the castle didn't go forward. It didn't go down forward, so that should be good for Slam. If his main gold was cut off here, if the Trebs were out guarded by a castle, I think Slam might run into some problems. He's now going into an archer range of his own. He's on the way to Imperial Age. Multiple archer ranges for Slam. As Mentalist Now an Imp has gone for a bomber cannon and a trebuchet. Detenants is on the way. For Valesa, that means that his castle will cost less stone to repair, and his future castles will be less expensive as well, costing stone and wood. Yeah, Slam doesn't really have the eco here to go for elephant archers. He's probably just going to go into herbalist. And he's been pushed off his main gold. Slam is going to have to find some other gold options. He's only got these 4 right here. Mentalist's doing a good job over here, though. And the monks can only get so close to that bomber cannon. Redemption is nice for Valesa, but it's not going to do a whole lot against these trebs. And the castle's going to go down. Mentalist is pushing here, and if Hera comes over with the light cap, Mentalist needs to tell Hera, listen, there's an opportunity over here. I'm going to get into this base. There is an opportunity for you to help me, but I think Hera is now preoccupied on just helping Slam. Bomber cannon did get converted. There's another one behind that, though. And the monasteries are going to go down. Behind this, Valesa only has 2 TCs. But the light cav are engaging over here. Will they be able to kill the monks? It's Aztec monks. The monks are dying. Hera swooping in on this push from Rubenstock and kills all of the monks. And that'll buy Slam a lot of time. But remember, behind this, we have Max. And Max is sitting at 102 villagers. He's going for stables. He's getting all of his upgrades. And he's going to be an Imperial Age in 50 seconds. Chris, though, is going to be an Imperial Age in 25 seconds. And he's going for some light cap. And now he's sending them over to Valesa's side. Valesa's already on the run, guys. Valesa is already on the run over to Valesa's base. He has no faith in his ability to hold this. He's got 1 treb. His TC is going down. His castles are going down. It was an excellent castle position and imp timing there from Mentalist. And he's completely crushing this side. Mentalist against Valesa, the most unexpected side win. Turks are better in this matchup, but I think Valesa was kind of caught off guard by the timing from Mentalist. Light cap now coming in from Chris. He gets 1, but he's going to lose all the monks. And the Janissaries are here, and now Valesa is fully on the run. He's on the run. We've seen it, Finland abandon bases before, though, and they were still fine in that Chaos Pit game. As long as they do it early enough. But Chris is going to be here with the light cab, and the villagers are dying. This whole base is going to die. He's going to attempt to wall himself in back here. Mentalist is clearing everything up with the help of Chris. What is happening over on this side, though? Slam still doesn't have Arbalest, still being pushed by Trebs. Canada is significantly ahead in military count and eco count. And Hera is walling this off. Teutons can make a difference. Bohemians can certainly make a difference. Bohemians against Cumans is a brutal Civ matchup too. So Mentalist is going to need to get into the game here. Economically, I mean, he's only at 48 villagers. He's going to chop the trees. Chris is like, no, the other tree. The other tree, bro. The other tree. The other tree. And he gets it. And the light cav are in, and Valesa needs to run again. Oh, no. Oh, no. The best player from Team Finland is now down to 19 villagers. Less than 30 minutes into the game, into Arena. And Hera is in a position, something with the Poles, where he's going to have a ton of full works, a lot of farms set up. He's going to be spamming Cavalier. However, Polish Cavalier, not the greatest against Teutonic Paladin. And we have the looming threat of the Bohemians coming forward. Kuvnica is already in. Chris has Cavalier. He has Light Cav. Against Bohemian Halbs with Hufnitsa, though, this composition is really going to struggle. They just need to buy themselves enough time, keep the Bohemian player delayed, and let Slam and Hera cook on this side. Slam is up to 30 crossbows. At some point, he might be able to get into elephant archers as well. How many paladins are we going to have here from Max? He's only got 19 right now, but he's getting the stables ready to start producing. Max has a fantastic eco behind this too. And Rubenstock can still support with Aztec monks. Mentalist being pushed back here. Chris is trying to deny this castle, and is Hera looping around to this side now? Might be thinking about it. Chris is taking out a Hufnitsa. He's trying to take out another one. Don't think he's going to get it, though. And he's not going to be able to deny that castle forever. Slam's pushing on this side. Crossbow versus monk. The monk micro here from Rubenstock is going to have to be on point. Canada now significantly ahead in military and economy as Hera is on the way to Imp. Hera went full castle production. I just assumed he was Imp. But that, I mean, it worked. He got enough knights on the field. He's been distracting. He sent knights over here. And now Valis is going to be pushed back. And Slam is clearing up the monks. Slam is clearing up the monks on this side. Rubenstock is trying to defend. Max has 40 paladins, though. And they're Teutonic paladins. Very, very powerful. Halbs are in here from Slam. But the paladins are going to collapse on this area any second now. Chris and Mentalist doing their job. They're delaying Valis for as long as possible. Mentalist is getting his eco set up behind this. They just need to hold him here. Just need to hold him. You wait till Hera's an Imp. You wait till Slam has caught up in eco to the pockets from Team Finland. And can get some castles forward, and that's exactly what he's doing. And it's Elite Step Lancer on the way from Chris. He's trying to find a solution to this. He's going steppies. He's going steppies. Incredible army count here from Slam. 42 helps, 24 Arbalists. But we've got 47 Paladin from Max. And are these onagers? Looks like they are. They are onagers. Oh boy, Max is going to have to carry hard in this situation if Finland wants to win this game. Lechitic Legacy coming in. Winged Hussar. Cavalier coming in for Hera. The Halbs are going down to the onagers. Onager was a great tech to supplement the Paladin. And Rubenstock is being kept alive here by his pocket. And Mentalist is being pushed back. Where is Chris? Chris is building up Step Lancers. He was dealing with raids from the Paladin. And he's coming back across this way. Mentalist is probably going to lose his castle, but that was a great shot from the Bombard Cannon. Take out two Hufnitsa, and here comes Chris. Step Lancers are going to be able to snipe those Hufnitsa, even with Halbs around. Nice attack rounds from Valis, though. Doing what he needs to do. Chris is going to dive in and try and take these. Even Winged Hussar coming from the other side from Hera as Chris is just trying to take care of these Hufnitsa. He takes out one, doesn't get another one. How is Slam doing over here? Not good. Max is pushing him back, but all of the onagers going down. Hera sniping those, and Hera is in his comfort zone right now. He's got a ton of full works, 60 on food, and he's just full spamming Winged Hussar. And Valessa is still only at 42 villagers, folks. 42 villagers. Chris now going for a ton of trebs. He's got a lot of eco. He's got the Step Lancers now, and Step Lancers actually will end up doing better against Halb than Cavalier once they're in mass. You can see they're just like one-shotting these Halbs. It's actually not bad. Absolutely mowing them down. Slam now going for Siege Elephants as well. Armored Elephants for now. Would assume Siege Elephant will be on its way shortly. Sniping down these monks, but he's got to be careful about the Paladins, and he's got to be careful about the onagers. Villagers being raided here from Hera, from the Winged Hussar. He's denied another castle there from Max. Hera's at 52 Winged Hussar, and those are going to start making their way in towards the economy. Finland's got to make sure that all of their walls are up. There's no openings. And Valis has to be careful about Hera coming in from behind. These units do get a bonus against gunpowder. You can see it right now. Trying to snipe down those Hufnitsa. Mentalist still trying to recover here. He went for fast imp. His eco is very low. And Chris is now selling everything. Chris really needs to become part of this game. I don't know what's been going on with him. I guess he's building up trebs and waiting for a big push down the center, but he's only got 38 step lancers. Nice attack rounds there from Valis. Oh my god, filthy. Disgusting. And Slam is now pushing on this side. Rubenstock is at 78 villagers. Hussar coming from Chris. And Chris is now starting to take care of the castles in the center. And it's Teutonic Knights coming out here from Max. But he only has one armor upgrade. They're not elite, so not the most dangerous thing in the world. Mentalist going hand cannons to deal with the Halbs. Hera with the Hussars behind. And Valis with some more attack rounds. Valis needs to make sure his Halbs stay near his Zufnitsa. You can see Mentalist trying to snipe these down from behind with his bomber cannons. But the Steppies are in. The Step Lancers are in. They got let through the gate. And this is what I was talking about. You can't let them in. You can't let them in. The Step Lancers are in. And they're going to start killing all sorts of villagers. And poor Valessa, he's just trying to reboom. He's just trying to reboom, Chris. Can't you let a man boom? Rubenstock is also dying over here. Max is waiting for SO. He's going for bomber cannons. He's waiting for SO, but Slam is on the warpath. He's got 90 military almost. 88 military, and he's going for a castle. Here comes the Onager. Does it get converted in time? Redemption is not in for Hera. Thought he was targeting that Onager for a second, but doesn't make sense for him as Poles. Go Redemption there. And what is this? Artillery finally coming in from Mentalist. Slam is killing everything from Rubenstock. Max is falling back. Hera is raiding villagers. Canada is now 200 villagers ahead of Finland. Chris is killing everything over here. Finland is trying to get the trade set up. Valessa is even more out of the game than he was 10 minutes ago. And Mentalist is still trying to hold over on this side. The only thing that Finland has going for them is the fact that Valis is pushing. And the GG is called. Canada wins in Game 7 against Finland. The closest series you can possibly imagine on Finland's home map. Canada taking arena. Let's go, boys. Let's go. On the back of Mentalist's forward castle here with the Turks, they saw a Civ matchup they liked, went for the forward castle, hit the Imperial Age timing, took out the castle from Valessa, took out the monasteries, Slam surviving against the fast imp from Rubenstock, Hera booming behind, going full castle to keep Max and co busy. And then Chris, of course, sending those light cav in here was huge. Cleared up Valessa for free, basically. And they killed all his vills here, denying the reboom potential. And then, of course, getting in here, sniping some Hufnitsa. Nice play from Canada. Really, really great job. And, well, I have a feeling we might see this matchup again. I have a feeling we might see this matchup again in the grand final. Because Finland's not out, Finland fans. Finland is not out. They're still very much part of this tournament. They will go down and face the winner of Brazil versus China. And think about the teams that we still have left in this tournament. Finland, China, Brazil, Canada. Holy, what a top four. I thought this was finals. It was the winners finals. Canada will be up one game in the final best of 7 against whoever plays them, because that is the reward for not dropping a set in the tournament and going all the way through the winners bracket. Confirmed second place finisher, Team Canada. Just whether they can win the whole thing. Canada Discord? Yeah, we're going to go there. We're going to go there. Canada was seed 13, yep.
And cooking with fruit.
Beautiful.
All right, boys.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Dude, don't
Yeah.
leave!
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go!
Go.
Let's go, dude! What on earth? You guys won an arena? What?
Hell yeah, man.
Oh,
What did you
man.
think?
Liam is brilliant. I'm going to give him that.
Dude, oh man, I was the most surprised. Like, I didn't expect Liam versus Valessa to be the flank that just completely folds. Holy, man.
I've seen him do it on the
Absolutely
ladder.
destroyed.
Well, we've been doing some of that on the ladder, like the Cubans and that. Oh, it's just so beautiful.
Against 1,500 arena squad.
Yeah, it feels like they die really easy, but you know.
Yeah.
You did it here too, Liam.
It's a glorious day for Canada, and therefore the world.
Therefore the world, yeah.
Wow.
Great job, boys.
Sick.
GG's.
Yeah. Yeah,
Stay
you too,
Dave.
Dave.
Dave,
Let's go.
Thanks,
Dave.
man.
Yeah, I beat him now.
I was waiting for you guys an hour before the set began. Come on now. I've been here for
Yeah.
6 hours.
They were saying, like, this is an epic set. And then Slam's been gaming for like 12 hours.
It's
True.
fine. I just can't see out of my right eye. But you know what? That's not the thing that matters.
All right.
Yeah. Amazing.
It was
well
fine.
played, guys.
Yeah, unbelievable.
See you all in the winners final. Or
Yep.
the grand final.
Yeah.
Take care, guys. GG's.
Yeah,
GG's,
GG's.
boys. Well played.
See ya, see
All
ya.
right.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Oh, I love that team. I love that team so much. You can tell how happy they are. Also, love the fact that they're pointing out that Mentalist basically opened the opportunity for that game, which he did. If you see that matchup, you see Mentalist against Valessa, the strongest player from Finland against probably the weakest player in this 4-man squad. He's not a weak player by any means. But if you see that, even with Turks against Slavs, you're assuming that Valessa is going to hold, but almost defeated. Almost defeated. Dave, interview one of Canada team. No, I think they sounded tired. Harris sounded tired. Slam's been gaming forever, like they said. I don't want to hold him too long. After the finals, we'll get an interview with them. Great job from Finland, though. They will go down to the losers bracket, like I said. And Finland are still, even after that loss, I mean, they lost in game 7, right? Like, even after that, they're still probably second favorite to win the tournament, behind Canada now. And Finland will go on to play either Brazil or China. It's going to be amazing. That Brazil-China set has not yet been scheduled, so we don't know when it is.